Mic check. Yeah. 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 What's good? Good morning, good afternoon, good noon, whatever it is for you all out there. I know it's 11, so it's morning for me. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So it's good morning for y'all. I'm up here on the East Coast. Traveling between time zones have you messed up. But listen, thank you for showing up this morning for the Coach Smook Morning Show, y'all. We've adjusted the time to go when they are in practice, getting ready to end practice. That way, the people that I've networked with and resourcing for our practice coverage and information, the video clips and pictures that I've been being sent, I'm able to reference that information. Y'all, my hair, it's time to get a redo, but we about to, it is what it is. But we're going to be using their information that we're getting from there. A lot of people, a lot of staff giving their thoughts and things on different social media sites. Well, not social media sites, on different Twitter accounts. A lot of beat writers got their opinions of things that happened yesterday and what was said. Today, we're going to be diving into yesterday's first day of practice and getting into what we do. Give our perspective. Open the phone lines up. Let you all come in and share your thoughts. We are in day 2 of fall practice, everybody. Yeah. I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. Thank you for showing up this morning. Clinton Howard, thank you for pulling up. You was the first comment on the live stream today, jumping in saying good morning even before the live stream got kicked off. I appreciate the support. Brett Sullivan came through. Same thing, man. Zach, Southern Red, all y'all came in before kickoff, man. Appreciate y'all. Greg, all my people. Antoine, what's good, man? He said he tired of working. Antoine, that's why we working hard here. I want to provide an opportunity for my people, man, to come out of that regular 9-to-5 stuff. For those that aspire to do something bigger, do something better, come be a part of the Coach Smook Network. We got a vision, man. We're trying to carry out. God's really protecting us. Antonio, how you feeling this morning? Thank you for pulling up. Bino, AAA family is in the building. I don't know if y'all seen the new AAA emojis. I don't know if y'all can see them, but go check them out, man. Go check them out. We got a new emoji at the bottom. Got 2 of them, it looks like. What's up, Jason Jackson is in the building. My brother Jason, what's good? Susan, I see you. Bama Fan 95, I see you in the building. Thank y'all for pulling up. Shane B, Jordan Wright, thank y'all for pulling up. And y'all, I cannot stop that beat for some reason. I got to keep it on repeat because that thing is fire. I'm telling you. It got a nice little smooth little, what's up? Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? But it gets stuck in my head, bro. It just the whole vibe just gets stuck in my head. But thank y'all for pulling up this morning, y'all. We're just gonna jump into the show today. Like I said, we're gonna make a few announcements. What's up, y'all, man? I'm excited, y'all. Fall camp has kicked off. And y'all have been able to follow this narrative throughout the season. I mean, throughout the off season. I think we've done a great job. Even on the other channel, I think we did a good job. Myself, Coach Sean, Coach Jared, and Coach Jake, Ty Hayes. I think we all have done a good job of providing some insight on what to possibly expect with this Alabama roster But for those of you that have really followed us here and followed us in depth, we've been able to break it down in depth. And some of you all have even been able to share your thoughts, which have a lot of it has resonated with this program. And it took some convincing. It took some things to happen for us to start believing 100%. And I think some of us still have our small doubts. But what season, what year have we not gone into the season? The realistic fans, where we had some type of questions or doubts. And it wouldn't be college football. It wouldn't be football or anything competitive if you didn't have questions about the extent or how what the ceiling was for your team. So we're going to jump into that conversation today. I hope you all are ready to get on the phone lines. Yesterday we had the phone lines open. I think we only had 2 people call in. Hopefully we can get those numbers up today. And I know y'all be at work and stuff, but this time right now is the time to kind of like ask what questions and things you want to know from practice. Today is day 2 of practice. Going into post-practice interviews, the defense will be made available. Defensive coach, head coordinator, Kane Womack, and defensive staff members and defensive players will be made available after today's post-practice. So stay tuned for that. The defensive players and staff availability. And there was no list put out of which players and staff members will be. Hold on. So there was no list put out. So we don't know what players, but more than likely you're going to see the likes of Malachi Moore, Deontay Lawson. I expect Jaheim Otis and Tim Keenan to be those other 2 guys. Maybe a Ja Latham, a Tim Smith. It's going to be a lot of those senior veteran guys kicking this off. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. This is kind of their opportunity to set the tone for what they want the image of this defense to be when it comes to the media, the approach to the media this year. You're going to see some guys probably say some things that's going to help set the tone. Q Rob, very soft-spoken guy, but when he has done the media, my interaction with him, he was very, he provided some good sound bites. I'm going to say it like that. Provided some good sound bites because he's not trying to be politically correct. You get what I'm saying? He ain't trying to be politically correct. He's telling it how it is. So I appreciate, I'm glad that we're able to get that access to that. Shout out to the 11 on Twitter that's watching, man, and the 1 on Facebook. Whoever that is on Facebook, thank you for pulling up. Thank you for pulling up and dropping that like, Justin Hill. And then here on YouTube, we got 34 live in the chat, man. Make sure y'all running the likes up. Make sure y'all sharing. And today, we spent the wheel again for the Super Chat co-sponsor. And the co-sponsors of the stream today, we had a repeat from yesterday. If you want to become a co-sponsor of the stream today, all green Super Chats, Cash Apps, PayPal, Venmo, gifted 5 gifted memberships will get you announced as a co-sponsor of the stream. Guys, we had a meeting yesterday, and we are going to be possibly bringing on 3 or 4 sponsors here in the coming weeks. And not to get too in detail, but people want to sow into this brand. People want to donate to this brand and see the success. They see the vision. And so for all of you that are consistently supporting, for the ones that kind of just stuck it out through the rough time, the rough transition that we've been going through, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. I haven't forgot about you all. I know when I go up, I want my team to go up. And so the ones that are really sticking through it, through the early stages, where it's the rough stages, I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank y'all. And y'all, I like my new setup with the mic cover. It's just, it make it feel like I'm in the studio because we do have a podcast that we're about to launch. It'll be this show, but it'll be podcast form to where you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, all of those different platforms. We're working on it. So y'all get ready for it and keep supporting by donating, liking, sharing, doing everything that you do already. And everybody that's a member of the AAA family, y'all, thank y'all because without y'all, this stream would not be possible. So thank y'all for powering this stream, AAA family, all my AAA members. And if you were wondering what the AAA family is, that's our mantra. We represent authenticity above all. All right. We believe in being authentic and straightforward, understanding that everybody has value, that regardless of what team you cheer for, what team you're a fan of, that we're all people, and this could be a fun fan community. This would be a good growing fan community where we could network and uplift our communities, right? Our personal communities. But at the same time, we could enjoy being united under the umbrella of sports, entertainment, and sports competition. So that's what we're about here at the Coach Smook Network. And if you want to be a part of that, take the opportunity to become a member of the AAA family by doing as such as we roll this infomercial. Here you go. Check it out, y'all. And don't forget to check out our merch. We got both of those coming at you right now. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Did somebody say put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smook Network merchandise link below. Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. So between now and August 31st, you will have a chance to receive a 15% discount on all merchandise available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smook Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go get some of that merch, man. Hey, listen, if you want to find the merch, exclamation MERCH in the chat. I can't even lie, y'all. We have done something amazing in the past 2 days since we launched the merch. We have already hit 10 items sold on our merch site. And at this rate, guys, if we get 20 items sold in the first 7 days, You know what's going to happen for my brand, man. I can't thank y'all enough, man. I can't thank y'all enough. So yeah, go check out the merch, y'all. It's very eye catching, right? Even just the basic designs is eye catching, and I think a lot of people are wanting to represent what this brand stands for. And just wait until the second lineup comes out. We're going to be launching another lineup here around October. What is August, September, October? So the end of October, going into November 1st, we plan on launching another lineup every 90 days for this first year. We want to put out different designs. We got the red letter lineup right now. With the white letter lineup, we plan on adding a few more items, different style of items, and 2 more designs. So if you are a apparel person, if you want to be a part of that team that kind of gives some feedback about the designs, definitely reach out. Join the Discord channel, !Discord in the chat. And you can see how to join the Discord, and you can get in and share your thoughts, share your ideas. And we gonna continue to grow, y'all. I'm telling you, the brand is really growing. I know the YouTube numbers might be taking a hit right now. It's just because it's this time of year. But I guarantee you, the type of grind that we're putting in, people are going to notice, and they're going to want to be a part of this awesome adventure that we're going, this awesome journey that we're on right now. So thank y'all for y'all support. And as we get into it today, y'all, I want y'all to be open to having some conversation, talking about this Alabama football team. We're in day 2 of fall kickoff, y'all. Day 2 of fall kickoff. And don't forget, not this Sunday coming up, but the following Sunday, August the 11th, is Alabama Fan Day at practice, meaning you can show up and they will have practice in BDS on Saban Field, on Nick Saban Field. They will be having practice, open practice for the public to see. And yes, they're going to run through a full practice. You get to sit out there for the whole 2 hours of practice. And then on the field after the game, they will have autograph availability for Yay Alabama members and Red Elephant Club members and their one child guest. So if you're a Yay Alabama member, I got a football for you to get signed for me. I'm not sure what media access will be as far as getting down there on the field on Fan Day, but I plan on getting the rest of these signatures on our football on the giveaway. And I think a lot of the players are excited about it. I've had the word spread around a little bit, and a lot of them were willing to commit to doing that. So we're going to be getting that junk completed. Not that junk, but we're going to be getting that task completed, as soon as we get back to T-Town. And y'all, thank y'all for y'all support during this transition, y'all. I'm trying to get settled. And the thing is, I think we're getting settled, y'all. So for y'all that don't know, I have been looking for a place to stay for this season. I don't plan on having another home or anything like that until possibly the end of this season. I'm really trying to take a full year to grind, get my pockets right, reestablish myself while the brand is growing, and we're grinding through the process. And I'm really taking the small steps needed to take to cover everything I need to cover so that we can get to a place where we need to be successful in what we're doing here on the Coachable Network. So I appreciate y'all. So if you could take a moment right now, take the next 20 seconds to share this live, I'm going to share it myself because I want people to come in and I want people to give me their thoughts on what exactly they starting to feel about Alabama. We saw some practice clips yesterday. Everybody posting the official clips. What's crazy is, if you haven't noticed, we actually get privy to the actual footage shot by the university. And I'm gonna run that in the B-roll in the back right now while we just talking. But this is the actual footage from the University of Alabama. This is their quality footage that they provide media. And this is the official stuff. So I'm excited about it. It looks a little fuzzy. I don't know why it looks fuzzy like that, but this is the unedited stuff. So I like what I saw yesterday as far as guys' energy levels. There seems to be a certain level of focus that you want to see. When you look at anything, any clips, any drills, these guys are getting at it. And there was even a clip posted on Twitter by my guy Cruz Oswinder. a very respected writer, cover person for college sports in general, but Alabama in particular. He was speaking on how the coaching staff was getting on to players for not finishing through a drill. This is day one. And you got coaches out there cussing up a storm, trying to get the max effort out of players. And you love to see stuff like that. You can't argue with stuff like that because it shows that they're not taking it lightly, even in the small things. And people say, well, that don't mean that don't mean you're gonna go 12-0. Well, it's a good start. It's a good start. And if your school, the team you cheer for, ain't doing it, you know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for you. You got to start. You don't just show up to the game and all of a sudden start playing with energy. It starts in practice. The way you practice is the way you're going to play. I'm a firm believer in that. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the Alabama Crimson Tide staff for showing energy. Like right here, Coach Kalen DeBoer, with his young old man gut. Coach Kalen DeBoer looked like he could still get in the weight room and pump 225 at least 12, 15 times. You know what I'm saying? He looks like the coach you would listen to. You know what I'm saying? He don't look out of shape. Got his dad bod. You know what I'm saying? We all want that. I think that's the typical 50-year-old body you want right there. And even he was saying he don't plan on keeping a lot of weight on him, being out there in that sun that early in the morning. This Alabama heat, man, this southern heat, the humidity gets to you. He made a slight comment about the weather, the heat. Yeah, it's definitely one of those. But yeah, we see 24 out there. What's up, Ebony? How you doing? Not one drop by the running backs. As far as you mean, like in this drill right here? Oh yeah, that's definitely something. And then look, you got wide receivers working this drill too. This is the thing that I'm saying. Like when you watch practice clips like this, the beginning warm-ups, it's hard to learn much from it unless you're there, right? And so I have some reliable sources there that were talking about the lineups and what they saw with different lineups, players being out there. And I'm gonna bring my perspective. Bama in action on day two. They actually started practice probably like an hour ago now. So practice should be finishing up here in about an hour. And by the time practice is finishing up, we should be getting off live just for you all to be able to go and catch all of the media outlets that's providing post-practice interview footage with the players and the coaches. And then as soon as some of that stuff starts coming out and I get access to it, I'll be going live again. We'll be reacting to it. But let's jump into this. Let's jump into another reaction because yesterday I went back to the live and the video footage that we were using for Kalen DeBoer's interview didn't come through audio wise for y'all. So we actually have updated footage, the actual footage from the interview, and I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Good morning, right?
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna pause that and we're gonna jump into the interview reaction. Bama in action, day two. We're gonna review this interview from yesterday. And I kind of want to I want y'all to give y'all thoughts on some of the things that's being said. If you haven't seen this is the full Kalen DeBoer interview post-practice yesterday. Let's jump into it. Let's react to it. Let's listen to it. Shout out to Alabama Athletics Media Department for the video footage. We thank you all for what you all provide for us content creators and media support personnel that want to cover the Crimson Tide. This is some solid stuff. I like the changes that I'm seeing. Shout out to Alex Thompson, man, the new SID over at Alabama. Josh Maxson did a great job for the time that I was able to work with them. But Alex Thompson, man, very reachable. Him and Aaron Jordan. I'm glad to be able to have those guys be able to communicate with those guys and provide the content that I provide for Alabama. I don't do it like everybody else. And they're entrusting us with this opportunity, and I'm greatly appreciative. And shout out to Brett Sullivan for the $9.99 super chat coming in. He said, we're going to have a great day. 23 more days till we get college football back as a whole. We get college game day and a big noon kickoff and have no responsibilities by default. Shout out to you, Brett, for reminding us how blessed we are, how close to this great monumentum of a moment that we're getting close to. You know what I'm saying? I put my TI out that time. That monumentous of a momentumous moment that we're getting to. It's really getting close, y'all. And I can't wait. I'm ready to get on the grill. I'm ready for game day morning routine where you wake up, You put on the uniform, the pregame uniform. You go. I mean, I gotta go. Oh, y'all, I gotta go re-up. I forgot this is a new season. I gotta get a whole new like wardrobe, game day wardrobe. Can't bring the old stuff from the old era. It's hung up. It's gonna be hung up somewhere, but I can't wear it. Gotta definitely get the new game day jersey and short. Everything set up. So, I already got the visors for this season. Definitely need the game day shirt. Yeah. That's what I planned. I was going to play at gambling, but I got pregnant. Oh, okay. Good morning, everyone. Have a good show. Smook time to walk around the Bama campus. Hey, you ain't lying, Canisius. It's time to get up there and do that, man. It's time to get up there and do that. I'm glad to see y'all here this morning, y'all. It's been a fun week so far. We really amped up the content push. I don't know if you all have seen the shorts and everything that's been posted, but we've been getting a lot of good reactions, a lot more views early in our posts now, and I've been purposely posting them early in the morning. So when you get up and you're scrolling on your timeline, it's something that you scroll by. But we're testing everything to get our algorithm back up. So if you're on YouTube right now, share it right now. One more time, if you're on YouTube, share it. Share it to Facebook. Share it to Twitter. Share it to Snapchat. Yesterday our shares was down. I would love to see my people share the content. It's easy. It's free. You're not being like Brett and actually donating. You're just sharing. It's free. Come on now. I would greatly appreciate it. I would appreciate that more than the super chats, honestly, because we really want to get people exposure to what we're doing here. So shout out to Brett for becoming the first co-sponsor of this stream, Brett Sully. And we're going to open that phone line up here in about 15 minutes after we get done reviewing the full Coach Kalen DeBoer interview from yesterday post-practice. And here we go. Let's jump into it. Get the volume up. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Many times where you had to coach up the excitement and passion, great energy. Guys were excited to get out there. I can't remember really many times where you had to coach up the excitement and passion. That was all there. These guys have worked hard. We're excited about practice one. So, always going to be far from perfect, but each side had its moments and, made plays, and that's what you want. I love being the head coach in those times, right? Because the assistants, they want every play to be perfect. And so, they win half, they lose half the time. I get to win all the time because I just choose the side that wins on that play. But no, it's good having that give and take. And, I felt that's what we had. And, just welcome to the South, right? For me in particular, just practice and a little bit warmer than the rest of the summer. It hit us here with practice one. So guys grinded through it. I thought actually they kept getting stronger as the day went on, which is what you want to see. And, they kept their spirits high through the very last rep.
Kevin, for a guy like Ryan Williams, what was going to be key for him through these preseason practices to develop so he can be ready to play at this level?
Yeah, consistently just in this trajectory on up. I don't need him day one. I mean, you want every play to be amazing, explosive, but you just want him lining up right, doing the fundamental things, making the easy plays. And then, because of his ability, the big ones will come. So, when your route's on air, run a good route, catch the ball, accelerate out with good ball security, and you find those consistent fundamentals, and, you stack days, and those plays that we know he'll be capable of making will happen.
What have you seen from Caden and his body?
So, go ahead.
What have you seen from Caden Proctor and his body since he's gotten back, and also just how he's been welcomed back by guys like Elijah?
I don't have a huge, understanding of what he was a year ago other than watching on film, but it feels like he's in really good shape and lean. When you ask people who would have an understanding, Coach Ballou and so forth, it'd be nothing but positive about the progress he's made. Strength and explosive numbers I know are up. That's facts. That's real. And then also just the way his body looks, leaner. I mean, he's just so dense and just got so much mass. He's going to be big no matter what. So loved his demeanor out there. It's good to have him back, good to have him here. So.
You touched on the conditioning efforts. I think the staff has definitely gotten out at 85 degrees at 10 a.m. Will we see you in a sweatsuit like this morning?
No, you won't see me like that. That's his thing. I'll just let him do that. I think the strength staff, Coach Ballou, he's been doing this here now. He knows what it takes, what that looks like throughout the summer, even going back into the winter. And it's, to me, it's getting football shape, and you try to replicate it as best you can. And I know he's all over it, but there's still something about putting pads on, having that helmet on. Some guys wear a mask, and just breathing through that, even having a mouthpiece in, all that good stuff. So these guys, they had a good day out there today.
You have 3 new transfers and spring transfers from the secondary. What did you see from them? What have you seen from them so far?
Yeah, I always like to see the film before I make too many comments on missed assignments or anything like that. 1 or 2 plays, I think, might be, a little bit more that happened because of maybe those guys being in there and just not in sync completely, but that's expected. Practice 1, new faces out there on the field, but I love their energy. I love their attitude. They give great effort. They've really meshed well with the whole team. I think there's a ton of respect by their teammates, and that's what you want. A lot of that starts with just their character and the work ethic that follows along. And they got ability. Now it's just a matter of getting those reps so they can be confident in themselves, and others can be confident in knowing and believing that they're going to be in the right spot. And that's the direction I think they're headed.
Just overall, a lot of fans, a lot of players are trying to learn your way. First day of practice, do you not make a knee-jerk reaction on what you saw? Were you pleased? You can summarize what you saw. Do you not? If there was a bad day,
Yeah.
drastic to say to the media?
Yeah. No, I mean, you got to be real. And that's what I tell our guys. And, I'm going to tell our team on a Sunday, after a game, what it was. It's Tell the Truth Sunday, and we got to be real. And then, when it comes to games, everyone can see it. If you got to be better, or if it was a great day, I think it's usually pretty obvious. And when it comes to practice, we can't just gloss over things ever. We gotta understand where we're at, and we have relationships with each other, so we can be real and hold each other accountable. And today, I thought it was a great practice. Anytime, and every day, there's things to learn from. You learn from the good, you learn from the bad, you learn from others' mistakes and your own. And so a lot of that happened today, the good, the bad, the mistakes. And we get to go watch film. We get to talk about it here, team meeting, and it was a positive day. I really feel like we've made the most of every practice since I've been here going back to this spring. Some are obviously going to be better than others.
Coach, you said you talked about both sides got wins today, but even if with it being the first practice, would you say that either the offense or the defense is ahead of the other at this point? And also, what happened to your leg?
Yeah, there's our custodians do a really good job mopping the floors, and I didn't realize it. So, yeah, but that's not on them. That's on me. As far as who won or who's ahead, I guess I don't really feel like there's one side of the ball. I think there's position groups within that are continuing to rise up, and I think it's pretty balanced across the board, with the whole team.
Coach, how beneficial was it to have a full spring with Jalen Morrow that you now kind of have a baseline of communication and understanding of your game football?
How good is it? What to?
Just to have communication that you already have established.
Yeah. I just try to, most racks, when I talk about rack, it's, whatever, 4 or 5 play sequence or a drive. In practice, I just love following up with him. And he just takes all the coaching. And he knows when I coach him up, that's my job. We talk about, teaching and critiquing and demanding, excellence and the best. And he takes that, and every play looking for it, and working to be better. I thought he had a really solid day all around. And I know he's far from reaching what he'll be even come next week, much less the first game.
Is there any difficulty so far getting guys used to morning practice versus being used to the afternoon?
Yeah, I think certainly. I think that a few guys, even though we really pushed it hard, I think they underestimate the just the fuel they got to get in their bodies. And so, which leads to cramping and things like that. So they'll learn from it. that's part of this process. That's part of, we talk about them grinding every day, refining everything, whether it's note taking in the meetings to their craft and the technique they have to, man, I got to eat more. I got to get more sleep, got to drink more, hydrate and all that. So I think there's a couple of guys, when you go really follow up on, the cramp thing is like, what'd you eat? And they didn't eat enough, and so that will become a positive because throughout the week, we don't want that cumulative fatigue that can happen. And by practicing and the schedule that we'll be on, I just feel like we got it down to where these guys will understand it and be able to adjust accordingly and take advantage of it, not fall fatigued to it.
How can the experience of Deshaun Jones help that corner with some of you at that spot?
Yeah, I mean, he's taking some snaps at the college football level. And so we need him out there. I think there's a confidence about him just because of that we need in our program always, but also in that position room. And, all of those guys, the cool thing is I think they all respect each other and just pushing each other, learning every single day. And Coach Mo's doing an awesome job.
How important is ball camp going to be for the offensive line, just meshing with Parker back, Smook came back?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I mean, that's where it all starts. I think your team is always going to be maximized, based on what your offensive line can do, because it sets the tempo and it forces the defensive line and linebackers to really do a good job of fitting their gaps and run. And you can protect the quarterback to where he can go through his reads and receivers, having time to go through their routes. Defensive backs now having to make plays because the protection's there. So these guys up front, really a couple of them haven't been there throughout the spring, but like you said, Parker now back in there, Caden here, Pritchett still, took a lot of reps. So he had a nice day. Thought Wilkin did a nice job, so a lot of mixing and matching, especially at the tackle position, I guess. The interior three was pretty consistent, but their reps are going to be really critical for our success, and they're them gelling.
On the other side, I've always thought the game kind of moving. We didn't see him bring a deep back full. What do you see from that?
Yeah, he was almost ready right at the end of spring ball, and so he's had a good summer and excited about what he'll bring to the table for us. So he was right on the verge. If we'd had one more week of spring ball, we would have probably made sure he was out there at that time.
Hey, Coach, from a speaker standpoint, will you bring in speakers throughout camp to talk to your team?
Mm-hmm.
Some of those names?
I do. The team doesn't know those names, so I can't. But we will certainly have some guys. I think first year especially, it's important to me to try to lay that culture, just make sure it's all right where we want it. And so I eat up a lot of that time through different things that I've either done in the past or, again, just starting over from scratch with us all being new together. The one thing our guys are, they're still finishing summer school here these next couple of days. And so they have a big block that I even just blocked off here this afternoon. We did the same thing yesterday. And then Friday, there's some finals that are getting taken. It's not the whole team, but it's a pretty good chunk. And graduation here at the end of the week as well for a few guys. So excited about that. But they're finishing summer school. There will be a couple weeks where they don't have anything but football, but then they do start, fall semester, 21st. So we'll bring some speakers in. I think it's great to hear from, people who have been through it, experienced great things. That's fun. That's been a tradition here. I know something the guys really enjoy. And we'll keep growing that. But this year, I just also wanted to dial it down a little bit and make sure, the right messaging was continually coming from me and our staff.
When you're out of practice, you made a concerted effort to visit with every group. I'm interested, Coach David used to stick with the D-backs. I'm interested what your kind of philosophy is when you're out of practice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I'm going to expect that I have a relationship with all of them, I need to really be able to get around, and they need to see me and that I care about their progress and can coach them up and sitting in the meeting rooms with them, knowing exactly the details that they're being taught so I can emphasize it to them as well. And when they come up and see me in my office, it's not just general conversations, and it's we can pop on the film and really talk through because I know what's being taught. I know, the reps, and we have that relationship. And that's, to me, part of, what Phil is a strength of myself and the staff, is us all working together. Us all the players just feeling like, man, you know, coach isn't just caring about this position or that side of the ball.
I know this is kind of a big saving question, but he had the straw hat. Kind of picking up on that. I asked him immediately as Malachi. He said you were behind him. He had no idea. Do you have a thing that you can do to stand out in practice, or do you just kind of?
I don't. This is what you get right here. So, with a broken shin. So, yeah. Yeah. They had a good spring. And this is again, they got some of the install again and got some of the technical work in the summer, but now here they get it another time around. And so, you know, that growth, you always say growth from year 1 to year 2. To me, it's from the spring to the fall. It's the second really full install and time that they've kind of heard the lingo, the language, how they're being taught, the reps. And so what we need to see from them is just taking that next big step. And then much like the question with Ryan, you know, also being a younger guy on offense, you just want to see that consistency. You know, consistency builds trust, and that trust is just going to be something that whether old or young, we all got to gel, and whoever's on the football field, you know, there's got to be that trust within, so they can have confidence and go out there and make plays.
Yeah. Okay, Coach Kalen DeBoer with the roll tide at the end of the video. Let me see if I catch it one more time.
2, to me, it's from the spring to the much like the question with Ryan, you know, also being a younger guy.
You know what? I think I'm more so excited about just his demeanor and his approach to the podium, man. It just gives you like a sense of confidence with this coach, knowing that this team is in good hands. Not that he shows it, but coach has to have interview fatigue right now, given the last 7 months of nonstop conversations. He's handling it well. And Southern Red, I don't think we've taken time to really consider that. Like and for him to handle it this early, the way he's handling it, I think he's kind of setting a tone. He's being consistent with his delivery because he's not allowing himself to get too excited. Let's be real here. Kalen DeBoer has not only been given the keys to a new program, but one of the top 4 programs in college football based off of where Alabama and Washington finished. But nobody looks at Alabama's roster as a head coach right now. There's a lot of coaches that if Coach Saban wasn't the head coach of this roster last season, they would have been salivating at jumping at this job. But the fact that Coach Saban is the one that you're following up, you're the predecessor to Coach Saban, right? I think that added a little bit more pressure to the job for a lot of other candidates or candidates that thought people that thought that they could be candidates or people that we speculated to be candidates. But Coach Saban, from day one when he came to Alabama, displayed the same type of demeanor. And you saw how the media approached him. You had very few that would cross the line, and I feel like Kalen DeBoer is kind of setting this boundary of what he wants to be able to respond to, right? And so we dive into some of the takeaways from the interview, and I'm actually starting to get my text messages now about practice reports, the in practice reports, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get to it. So some of the things that we're hearing from practice today that kind of relate to yesterday also, kind of giving our overall reaction of the first 2 days. You're seeing the same thing from yesterday. A lot of individual technique training. You got some team sessions, right? Today is more so of a day that's setting the tone for game plan practice, how we want to move scheduling for game planning sessions, right? And then Saturday, you'll probably get the same type of energy. This Saturday won't be any scrimmages. I think Saturday might be the first day in pads, if I'm not mistaken. Being that it'll be day 3 of practice, I think it's 3 days. It's either 3 days in practice in pads, but I think we're full pads on Saturday. We got Saturday. Yeah, Saturday will be the first full day. No, Sunday will be the first full day of padded practice. And then Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we'll have the same type of availability. like I said, today is the defensive players availability. So as soon as those interviews start getting posted, and people start sharing those clips, I'll bring some up and we'll dive into it. But I want to get into the phone lines this morning, man. I want to get into the phone lines. We're going to do a review of Coach Kalen DeBoer's Coach Kalen DeBoer's press from yesterday. Give me your feels on it. You got to see the whole thing, uncut, unclipped. His reactions, pure, straightforward, right there in that moment. So the phone line is now open, 334-625-1121. Call in, say your name, and put me in the game, Coach, and we'll get you on the line, and we'll talk some Alabama football. Day 2, fall camp. And today, like I said, we're going to have media availability for defensive staff and defensive players. So I'm excited to see who they have available. And one thing that I was told, and somebody informed me 2 days ago, was that Alabama won't be restricting freshmen from doing interviews, practice interviews, and post-game interviews this year. So that'll be exciting. We got our first caller on the line today.
Call from Zachary. Put me in the game, Coach. To accept.
Yo, Zach, what's good? Good morning, and welcome again, Zach. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good, Coach Smook.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Look, glad to have you on the line again, man. Look, I know yesterday we were full of excitement. Day 1. What's your energy level today? Is day 2? You still up there?
I'm still up there.
give me some feedback, man. What's got you so excited about just day 1? We didn't really get to see nothing. Everybody's like, nothing happened. They not even practicing for it. Why are you so excited? Why are you so excited, Zach?
Because I'm excited because it's getting close to the season, and I'm ready to see how Coach KD and Kane Walnut and all of them are gonna coach this team, and I'm excited to see how the new faces, how they're gonna perform are they gonna be able to perform at the level or the standard that Alabama has set, under Nick Saban. And because they're talented, don't get me wrong, they're all talented, but can they perform and hold that standard that Alabama has put in place? Stab, I'm not worried about. The ones that I really have questions about is, Damani Jackson and Deshaun Jones and them guys, because yes, they performed well at other schools, but not the kind of competition that you see in the SEC week in and week out.
Right.
And so it's just, I'm excited to see how everything works out for us this season.
Exactly. Knowing that today we're going to have some defensive availability with players and staff alike. What are you looking forward to? What's your thoughts going into hearing from some of these players, some of these defensive players and the defensive staff? What are some things you're curious to hear about? Being that it's only day 2, we know, but it's always exciting to hear from not just the head coach, but the staff and the players.
Right. I'm excited to hear where this defense is at right now. Compared to where they was at at the beginning of spring.
Mm-hmm.
And to see how much of a jump that they have made, with the understanding of the language, the new language that we're using and all of that.
Right.
Because, it's not that different from what we ran last year, but still there's a new language behind it. We called all the positions something different than what this coaching staff calls it.
Right.
So it's just getting used to that new new lingo, you know, and being in the right position at the right time.
100%, Zach. Players, defensive players that you looking forward to hearing some news about today. I know for me, I really want to hear from the leadership, the veterans, the older guys that's trying to remain the leaders of this group, that's trying to reestablish the dominant energy surrounding the Crimson Tide's defense going forward. So for you, who's somebody that you possibly, hopefully you hear from, and we could get a little bit of insight on where their energy is towards this coming up season for this Alabama defense.
Malachi Moore, you know, the leader of the secondary, you know, because he's been here. This is what, his 5th year at Alabama, or going on his 5th year at Alabama. And so, you know, just to see, you know, how he leads the team, you know, and to be able to see how well the cornerbacks and safeties listen to him as that veteran leader.
Right.
You know?
And I think his position and his role on his team is very important. One, because he, like you said, he is one of those veteran guys. It is one of those things where you want him in the middle of it. If somebody's going to speak about the expectation and the level and set the tone for what you expect as a level of commitment from this team on the defensive side, you will hope that Malachi Moore is the guy that's leading that mode, that charge. And I think we're in great hands in the secondary. I'm starting to look at the roster more. I'm listening to some of the things that's being said from the safeties coach Colin Hitchler and Coach Mo Linquist, things that's being reported currently right now from the interviews. Like, this staff is very confident in the secondary, and they have reason why. Not only because of what the secondary themselves can do, but what this secondary has in front of them. As far as the front 7, the guys in front of them, front 6, that's going to provide the pass rush, provide the pressure, provide the underneath support in those pass scales, those pass schemes. So I'm excited. Looking at some of this coverage, this footage from yesterday's practice, man. One thing that was highlighted, Zach, and I don't know if you was able to look at a lot of the footage and film produced yesterday, but this team just looks leaner. The team as a whole, you have quarterbacks, you know, they look just crazy buff. All your wide receivers look shredded. Your DBs look like they've been eating whole chickens all summer. Extra protein packs. I mean, everybody. I mean, I looked at Brayson Hubbard. You know, Brayson Hubbard was so jacked last year. You would have thought he was a linebacker. Even he's gotten lean over this summer. To really start, you can tell the anatomical makeup of this team is changing. These guys are trying to set a tone with their physical appearance. What about your assessment of what this team is starting to look like, Zach? Look at Noah Carter right there getting some work in to end the clip.
Beef. What word? Beef.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. So we have so many assets available for these young men. I'm glad to see that we put it to work. Not only on the field, but off the field. Kalen DeBoer said something about he gave a testament to how these guys, they're dedicated to getting these guys who are enrolled in summer classes trying to finish their get their degrees early. Summer classes are very important for athletes who are trying to go to the NFL go to the NFL but have their degree before they go. So a lot of kids, they go in that first summer, they try to report either that early spring or that early summer, and they take those first 2 years on campus and do summer classes. That puts you ahead a whole year when you get 2 semesters like that. And it's a sacrifice, but it's worth it. What's your feels around that? You know, what does that do for you, knowing that the coaching staff is making that a priority for these student athletes?
It excites me because this coaching staff is implementing the same kind of standard and promotion that Nick was, you know, about building your brand, but not only building your brand, but also putting yourself in a position to make yourself successful after football,
Right.
because 10 years max or minimal, or 10 years is about what most people have in the NFL. And that's it if they're not injury prone and all that, it's just, but yeah, that 10 to 15 year range is, pretty much what most people have. And it's not, I mean, 10 years ain't a long time.
Right.
It seems like a long time, especially when you're young, but when you're get on up in the age like we are, it just flies by. 10 years will be here and gone before you know it.
Right, 100%. So, and we kind of just touched on everything as far as day one practice. Coming away with all that you was able to assess, Zach. What's the goal? If you're coach, if we're talking to Coach Zach now, Coach Zach Woods of the Crimson Tide, what are you looking for from this team today? Coming out of day one, a strong day one. Coach Kalen DeBoer said this was a strong day one. What are you looking for out of today's practice? Day two, this is a new era. What type of attitude? I mean, just give me a good synopsis of what you're looking for. And chat, for the ones that's ready to call in, get ready to call in, y'all. The phone line is going to be open after this phone call. We're keeping this phone line open, this segment open for 30 minutes. And I want to hear more of your thoughts on to yesterday's presser and then the reports that's coming out today. I got some film and footage that I'm gonna be editing in the background during our break. It won't take me long to edit it, so we'll have some more B-roll coming up for more B-roll footage. Shout out to Ryan Fowler. Shout out to Bama Central for providing some solid clips. And then once we get the official footage from Alabama Athletics, we'll get into it. But Zach, back to you, man. What are you thinking after day one? What's your expectation going into day two and moving forward? What are we expecting?
To keep the same hunger to improve one day at a time. Take each practice a day at a time. Don't look ahead, and just keep improving to get to where we wanna be. Don't look ahead. Just focus on what you got to do that day.
Right.
Whether it's hitting the weight room and getting your reps in, or making plays on the field, on the practice field. It don't matter. You just gotta take it one day at a time and focus just on that one day. You can't look ahead to the overall picture, because once you do that, you start to get stagnant. You start to lose that hunger. You're not as motivated. And so I just want these players to take it one day at a time, to focus on what they're doing in the moment, and not look ahead to the next day.
Right, 100%, Zach. Well, Zach, it's day two of fall camp. I think we're getting settled in, just like the players. One thing I was very excited about hearing from Coach Kalen DeBoer was the simple fact that the players are kind of like already have a general idea. Yesterday's weather was a struggle for them. The adjustment to being engaged in the morning, having practice in the morning, that you heard that there was a few guys that didn't prepare well. So I think that's a good thing that those things are being exposed early, not necessarily exposed, but the players are finding out these things early in this fall camp and not wasting 2 and 3 weeks with an inconsistent schedule or inconsistent time of practice. I really think this is going to benefit the players in general with having morning practices. That's just my personal opinion as an athlete. I remember, having most of my energy in the morning, having too much energy going to practice, not going to practice, but going to workouts, and then having energy after workouts and going to class. And then by the time it's 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or 4 o'clock where we used to practice, right after it's the hottest time of the day, it's like you dreading practice, and it takes you a minute for everybody don't come in laser focused. But I think the weather, and understanding that you're going to have to play at different conditions, but when it comes to perfecting your craft and technique, you want to give yourself the best possible situation to train in. So I think this is going to be effective for us. But also going into the season, man, we have most of our games that we've been seeing scheduled. We got a lot of later afternoon games. So we're practicing in a similar type of environment, weather-wise, that we're going to see during the season. I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited, Zach.
I am too, and I agree with you 100%. And before I get off, Coach Smook, if you're looking for a place, I have some family that has properties available. I'll have to get in touch with them to see what properties are available and everything, but I might be able to set you up with a place to rent for the season.
Hey, talk to me, Zach, because look, I would love. Listen, the thing is, we're asking God to move in a different way, a mighty way, to where I have a consistent place in T-Town for those days we want to work in T-Town and provide on-scene coverage for practice and other content. So yeah, we'll definitely be in touch, Zach. And you already know how to reach me, man. As a matter of fact, AAA mods and staff members, I gotta apologize to y'all. I done had a new number for a whole week. A whole week, and I have not told y'all or updated y'all. So Zach saying that really just brought it back to my attention, and I want to apologize to each and every one of you. So all 58 of you in the chat right now, thank you for being here and liking the stream in the YouTube channel. And the 28 over there on Twitter, thank y'all for being here. If y'all on Twitter right now, we're going to do something special. We got the Coach Smook tailgate party, VIP tailgate party with the tailgate party committee, September 28, 2024 for the Alabama versus Georgia game in Tuscaloosa. If you check in from Twitter right now, you come from Twitter and check in on the YouTube side, you got a free entry to win 2 of the tickets that we're giving away for that event. We're giving away 2 of the tickets. And the winner has the opportunity to double up and win both for 2 for 1, or you get to take your 1 ticket and be there for the event. So Zach, before you get off the line, man, what you got to say to the people, brother?
Roll Tide, everybody. See y'all at the tailgate in September.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're not going to have a song today because, you know, this the Call-In Show morning show. We're going to have a song, and we're going to have a morning show Friday, Zach. So I hope you ready. Be ready for your moment. Friday, Mondays and Fridays. During fall camp, I just want to make this announcement real quick. During fall camp, we'll be doing practice coverage, meaning we'll be live during practice so we can do live reactions to all the reports that's being put out. But we will do a morning show Monday and Friday because those are days where we will not have practice. The team will not be practicing on Mondays and Fridays during this fall camp. So those are the days that we'll be doing our morning shows during fall camp up until August 22nd is the last day of practice, fall camp practice. And then the next practice after that will be the game week practice going into West Kentucky game, where there will only be media availability, post-practice availability with players, coaches, and staff alike. So, Zach, stick around, man. I'm glad to have you on the line again. And get back in that chat, man. Provide some feedback for you, boy. You know, I love to get active with the chat and get some of the feedback. But I appreciate you, Zach, and roll tide, my guy.
Oh, yeah, and I'll keep in touch with you about that, about a place, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, bro.
All right.
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right.
See, that's what family do, y'all. That's what family do. That's what family do right there. Davis McHugh. Look at Davis McHugh coming over here. This is an Auburn fan. Y'all, that's the Auburn fan I told y'all in that trash talk group. Y'all remember I told that story about the one that he have he be having meltdowns and breakdowns at kickoff if it don't go out the back of the end zone. Yeah, man. Yeah, what's up, Davis? I see you laughing over there. Laugh at that recruiting class when y'all think y'all getting them flips now. Laugh at what y'all get on signing day. Y'all paying all that. Man, I ain't even gonna get on it. We talking Bama fall camp today. We ain't got time for Auburn crybabies today. We had some good Auburn fans show up the other day and talk some good football. We had some good Georgia fans show up the other day too. Had some Florida fans show up. They was kind of quiet though. Had a Miami fan speak up. We talked some good football. I would hate As a matter of fact, one day, y'all, I gotta catch Davis live on Facebook if he don't block me. I'm gonna catch his live, and I want y'all to see his post-game rants. They are so funny, y'all. Like, genuinely funny. They are such comedic relief. You want to see the emotions of the Auburn fan base? Gonna check out my boy Davis. But yeah, y'all, getting back into the phone lines, 334-625-1121. Call in, talk to me. I want to hear from everybody. We're talking Bama football, but I know we got rubberneckers in here that want to talk trash about Bama football. We could debate today. I feel like debating. I got energy for it. So 334-625-1121. Call in. Let me hear your thoughts, man. My boy ATR Cash says, Smook, how long a fall camp practices? So practice usually start about between 9 and 9:30, and they're generally done between 11:30, 11:45. They might push to noon depending on how hyped the moment is, but it's usually about 2.5, 3 hours of practice that they get. I think it's 2.5 hours of active practice a day that they're allotted during fall camp. I'm not sure. It might be 3 hours. But yeah, I think there's like an NCAA rule too of how long you can have practice. So I don't think it's more than 3 hours. And I think it's only a total of, is it 20? I think it's 24 hours or 27 hours a week that you get allotted for actual practice. One of my mods researched that for me. But while we waiting on somebody to call in on the phone line, y'all, and again, the number is 334-625-1121. I want to jump into this article. It was written by TDA magazine. TDA is a outlet that I used to support heavy as a fan. When I first came into the coverage of covering Alabama. I wasn't covering, but I just found out that we had Alabama coverage on YouTube. And TDA was one that I took a liking to, and Stephen Smith is a good friend of mine, brother. And I want to go over this article. And we got news, man. Somebody laugh at this because not only was it laughable, somebody said this last year. They thought he was going to be kicked off the team last year. But Fan Addict Sports Talk that came on, Coach I, and he shared that they were expecting Robert Thomas to be dismissed. And today we see it on the social media. I just lost my train of thought because I just got a text message. But you see Robert Thomas just been dismissed from the University of Georgia football team. I think the writing was on the wall for him. But if you're not a fan of football or you don't watch the actual SEC, you understand that he was a good player upside, but cultural wise, not good for the culture there. Not disciplined. You hate to see when young athletes have opportunity like this and they squander it because they just refuse to either stay in the classroom or stay out of trouble. It's not good for everybody to go home every weekend after practice when you're trying to reach a certain goal. If it was easy to get to the NFL, if it was easy for players to get to the NFL, all players who ever play football will be there. But there are certain sacrifices that have to be made in order to get to that level. And being comfortable with not being at home is part of that. And Oh yeah, I mean, Tom, that incident with him, and I don't care to speak on it in depth, but you gotta set a tone. And Kirby Smart, I think some of the rumbles about, and I don't believe I saw Kangaroo Black. It was an article, and we share the same thoughts on this situation. I don't believe any Georgia fans are talking about getting Kirby fired or letting Kirby go. That Kirby's on the hot seat because of the disciplinary reasons. Winning, you can be a winner and have disciplinary problems and nobody cares until you start losing. And I think Kirby Smart saw that happen with Florida. You saw what happened with Florida. We got another call on the line. Let me answer this.
Put me in the game.
Yo, K-Dog, I got you on the line, man. What's up, my brother? How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling wonderful, man. Just another day.
Listen. I'm glad to hear you calling in, man. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me adjust this audio real quick. Give me 2 seconds, chat. It sounds funny on this end. And it's not you, K-Dog, it's me. I had changed the setting. I'm gonna go back to it. All right. What's up, K-Dog? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do I sound better or sound the same?
It sounds the same to me
Okay.
on my end.
Okay, it's good. It feel different in my headphones. But how you doing this morning, man? What's the word on the street, brother?
Oh man, not much. Just you was talking about that Georgia incident. I seen on Twitter a guy said it was a Athens PD problem, and I said, how is that an Athens PD problem when they're getting in the vehicles and driving? And I don't know if it's DUI related or not, but I was like, how that's funny. That's an Athens PD problem. He was trying to say Tuscaloosa PD would just let them go.
I mean, that ain't true. We saw, I think it was Elijah Pritchett this off season. He ended up getting a speeding ticket, speeding on the strip. And my thing is, you on the strip, that's like literally main street of T-Town. It's about making, I don't care what anybody says. They could say what's it, Clark County, what's Athens Police Department? Is it Clark County or whatever their police department is? They don't, it's not their fault that these players are getting arrested. They're not picking. If you know that that's an area of the city, of the town where you shouldn't be at, or if you know that you're a target, why continue to put yourself in that situation or put yourself in that predicament to even be targeted or to give yourself a chance to be targeted? I understand you in college. I understand you want to go and party. You want to go to clubs and stuff. But if you're not going to have a group of people around you that help you be accountable and hold you to a different standard because you're a student athlete on a national platform, and yes, it sucks. Yes, it's a different standard. You can't be a normal civilian, but you made that choice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily a Kirby problem or if it's just a Georgia thing. But man, Kirby's got to get a hold of it, because after the first incident where somebody lost their lives, there shouldn't be another incident to even come across something like that, because that was serious. That first incident, somebody lost their life. That's not a joke.
Right. And
they're still out here just speeding down the streets. Now this kid, I understand he come from somewhere else and he had previous problems, so that might not be, Georgia's thing to take a blame for or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Kirby's got to get a hold of this junk, because it's getting out of hand. If somebody else loses their life, do you think Kirby stays as the head coach if it's a player or another coaching staff?
Man, listen, I'll tell you this. We've seen a lot less things that have importance to people that seem to find importance in things that have a lot less meaning. College football has a lot of meaning in the South. And there's certain things that you will get away with, and it's messed up, it's cruel. It's not the ideal thing, but as long as you're appealing to people's better nature or their wants, their need for entertainment, especially a fan base of a college football team like Georgia, Kirby Smart safe. They'll put it on somebody else before they put it on him. I guarantee you that. And that's just the sad nature of the business. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Something needs to be done. And I don't think Kirby's going to allow it to get to a point where he's going to allow his legacy to be tainted because of immature decision making or unstable decision making by young men who have been given the opportunity that it's over 300,000 kids that apply for college athletics every year, whether they get go through recruiting or they go to it's preferred walk-ons. There's over 300,000 kids a year in the United States that try to go and play at the next level. And you're one of those 300,000, and you don't want to take advantage of it by just doing the right thing and making responsible decisions. It's kind of selfish to me and ungrateful.
Yeah, it's just sad.
But enough about Georgia, man. I know you didn't get to call in yesterday and talk about Alabama's day one fall practice, the DeBoer presser. Did you get to see the full presser we just played here on the channel?
Yeah, I saw it.
What's your thoughts on it, man? Give me some feedback.
Man, I love it. I love the energy. You can see he's excited to be the head coach. He's excited to coach his team. I mean, I just feel like he sees the talent, and he's looking at like he was looking at Washington, like he's about to take this team to the promised land. You can just see it in his face, the way he speaks about this team and each player. I mean, it's like we ain't missed a beat.
Right, 100%. And shout out to Deborah Rothschild for pulling up today. My God, Moonrocker, Davin Jones. I see y'all in the chat, man. I didn't get to shout y'all out earlier in this show. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. And but yeah, man, Kalen DeBoer, like I said, and I think everybody's starting to see this about him. I think people are starting to say that you know, they're excited to see that he's not being, you know, I guess you could say inconsistent on his approach. He's not allowing the media to dictate his tone. And I don't think I don't think there's anything that's happened to challenge him yet, other than taking over for Coach Saban. And if it to me, that in itself is a feat in itself. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see Kalen DeBoer. We have defensive availability today. K-Dog. We got Coach Kane Womack is going to be available. Or is available right now. They're probably doing the interviews as we speak. And the defensive staff, I'm assuming that everybody's going to be made available on the defensive staff. And maybe 4 or 5 players to be made available. If you had to hear from somebody today, who would you want to hear from, and what type of outlook or thoughts would you be looking to kind of clear up?
And I'd like to hear from somebody on the O-line, figure out who's going to be the leader of that group. Just hear from, I mean, at least just one of them to see how things are going, how guys, pushing each other in that room. Because that's going to be one of our biggest key concerns is getting that O-line prepped and ready. Besides that,
you said the O-line?
Yeah, the O-line.
Oh, we got defense availability today.
Oh, defense?
Yeah.
Defense, I don't know. I mean, really, like y'all was saying, Malachi, obviously. I mean, I'd like to hear from Keon Sapp. I don't know if we've heard from him at all in any type of interviews.
Nope, not yet. You really, the thing was, a lot of the, we didn't hear from any of the transfers. We didn't get to talk to Damani Jackson during spring. We didn't get to talk to Keon Sapp. Who else came over from? We didn't get to talk to. Wait, I think we did get to talk to LT. No, that was Ja. 22 is LT. We didn't get to talk to LT. I usually just be talking to him on the sideline every now and then. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I think Malachi, I really want to hear from Deontay Lawson or Jihad Campbell. Being in the center of that defense, being some of the experienced guys that had a lot of vocal roles last year in the team last year, even though you have a different staff. I think your previous persona precedes you when it's authentic, like those type of guys. When that's who they are, that's their character, natural leaders. And so I would be interested in hearing from Deontay Lawson, Jihad Campbell, seeing where their heads are and what their thoughts are going into the season and what they assess about guys surrounding them.
Yeah, that's somebody in that group. Like he was saying, Zach was saying Deshaun here, Deshaun Jones. I don't know if these guys are really how outspoken these guys are, like Deshaun Jones or Keon Sapp. I feel like they're more just behind the scenes guys. They transferred in and they're just gonna put in the work, not say much. So I don't know if we'll hear from either one of those two. But yeah, I'd like to probably hear from Tim Keenan, Deontay Lawson, those two guys.
That's what's up, man. And of course, Kane Womack coming on the going to be on the podium today. I'm not going to lie. Of all the coaches, there's a few that I love to interview, and Coach Kalen DeBoer Very informative, very, very charismatic. But Kane Womack, he really embodies what the South is. The Southeast being having his ties to Mobile, his ties to Mississippi, just being in the Southeast as a whole. He really, honestly, he embodies what Alabama is. He understands what this program is to this state. What this football program is when it comes to the rivalries. So he has a good feel for it, and he kind of embodies it. So to have him as a defensive coordinator, just his mentality, his the way he carries himself, that's the type of D coordinator you want. Very gritty, very knows when to turn it on, knows when to turn it off. I'm excited to have Kane Womack and his aggressive mindset, the way how aggressive he is at the podium. Is a kind of a glimpse of his mentality, and how aggressive he's going to be in play calling. Now, I really believe that, and I think people really need to take notice to that. I think people really need to take notice to it because Kane Womack not only is he have experience as a defense coordinator, he has experience as a head coach, but he's a defensive minded guy, comes from a strong lineage. Everybody has heard the story about his father, David Womack, being the defensive coordinator during the Ole Miss Land Shark time, when they had the Land Shark defense, top 10 rated defense for 3 years under David Womack. So you bring in some of those same type of schematics and keys and conceptual execution factors to the Crimson Tide, and as much talent he has available. This might end up being a dominant defense come around week 6 or week 7. What's your outlook on this defense?
This defense kind of like, come week 5, we'll start 4 or 5. We'll start seeing a little glimpse of it. But like you said, week 6, week 7, they'll start to flourish, and we'll start seeing what we really got on the field. I love how he brings the head coach mentality to the field and to the podium. I mean, you can just feel it, like you said, the way he talks and the way he coaches. I mean, Nick Saban used to get in those guys' butts too. They make a mistake. He was out there yelling. I mean, he might have not been cussing out like he was, but he was getting into those guys just like that. And that's what you need on defense. You need that kind of mentality and, get down and gritty.
Exactly.
We're going to win in the trenches.
Exactly, man. And I know you said Nick Saban probably didn't cuss. I promise you, I can tell you right now, and Terry Arnold and this, the last 3 years of Coach Saban's coaching career at Alabama, the younger these players got, and you can see the generational approach change, every 4 or 5 years, even how players conduct their interviews. And TA and a couple of those guys, they kind of threw Saban under the bus, telling stories about, some of the funny stories that we was hearing about Coach Saban over the past few years. And Coach Saban will cuss up a storm. He'll pray for you 1 second and then cuss up a storm in the next. So I think these players are glad to have that. They're glad to have that in a different form of delivery, or a different person now. And it shows you that these coaches understand the standard that was set before them. The coaches understand the standard that was set before them. So, yeah, man. And if you had to pick today, you said you had room. You had, everybody got concerns about the secondary. If you had to pick today, who do you see stepping up in that secondary, kind of just being the guy that's going to be the playmaker? We won't have to worry about his assignment. If just one guy, or if it's a few guys, who do you see just being able to get out there and get it done for this Alabama secondary? And then we'll get your last statement before we open up the phone lines again.
I just see what Bray Hubbard can do. I know he was out there on A-Day, flying around on the field. He actually came from my hometown. I live right across from the stadium he played in.
Oh, wow.
So it'd be good to see what he does. I mean, there's a whole list of guys. Kirkpatrick, Mbagwe, Mincy, Red Morgan. I'm pretty sure Red Morgan is going to be out there. We ain't heard much about him, man. I don't know. It's been quiet, but
who? Red Morgan?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where you were during spring ball, but he stole the show for spring ball. He stole the show.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to understand. Yesterday was the first day of spring ball, so you're not going to see a lot of noise or buzz around Red Morgan. People are kind of expecting him to be a very intricate partner, so he's not buzz news, but. And that's the type of approach I took as a media reporter. I didn't care about buzz news, what everybody else was already talking about. I was trying to figure out the stuff that mattered, the small things that I was assuming would show up later in the season or later in fall camp, spring camp, something that would show up. And that's why you will always hear me ask these generalized questions. We talked about this yesterday. The reporter asked about Ryan Williams. Why not ask about the whole wide receiver room? Everybody's already talking about Ryan Williams. Why not ask about the whole wide receiver room and see who coached Kalen DeBoer, somebody on the staff who has to actually evaluate these guys? That way you start adapting to the mind of how the coaching thinks. So when you're writing or reporting, you look like a genius. You paying attention to characteristics and things that he's looking for, that the Coach Shepard's looking for, Coach Sheridan, Kane Womack. When you listen to him and you ask those questions, but you listen and you provide them a space to really expound, you can start picking up on things and keep you ahead of the game. And then you start knowing who your team is, and you can start setting realistic expectations. And I think that's what puts us ahead at the Coach Smook Network, honestly.
Oh, yeah, man. We doing it different over here on the CSC, baby.
The CSN, baby. Hey, listen, and the thing is, we don't feel like we know everything. It's just we open ourselves up to hear everything from an unbiased standpoint, right? Even as a fan of the Crimson Tide, I look at things and I listen to the coaches and how they say stuff. If they say we had a good practice, that's okay. But they say we had a good practice. The defense did some things here. There's some young guys did this. That the offense did this. When you get that type of answer, that means to me that honestly was a good practice. Good practice don't mean there was a lot of success. That means a lot of things were learned, a lot of things were taught, a lot of things were retained. So that's the type of answers I'm trying to get. What made it a good practice? What made the wide receiver group stand out today? Who stood out? If you had to choose one today, who stood out? And that's what puts us ahead. That's what puts us ahead. So I appreciate you for calling in, K-Dog. Anything you want to say to the fan before I let you off the line, my boy?
Oh, man, I just want to say y'all just keep on being easy, man. Keep supporting Coach Smook. He'll keep on giving us the feed that we need. Like that caller was saying the other day, like an addict, I need something every day.
That's what's up, man. This the Alabama content trap coming to you. We try to do something every day, man. And K-Dog, don't forget, man, make sure you sharing those shorts and stuff that we've been putting out on the page, man. Make sure y'all sharing all the shorts and reels and stuff. Twitter, Instagram. We trying to really get some exposure right here leading up to kickoff. I can't do it by myself. I need all of y'all help. All 85 of y'all watching this stream right now. I need all y'all help. 49 on YouTube, 35 on Twitter, the one on Facebook. I need all y'all help to get the word out about Coach Smook Network and our college football sports talk show. Our calling show is not just for Bama fans. It's just Bama fans the only one that's showing up. They the only one showing up and want to speak. Everybody else want to have Twitter fingers. Get on the phone line. Let me hear talk all that trash Twitter. I know y'all watching on Twitter. All that trash y'all be talking in my little comments in these reposts. Come on, man. Come on, come talk that here. All the Bama fans that swear I don't know nothing, man, they don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke for real.
The facts, FACTS, baby.
They don't want the facts. They just want to throw stuff on the wall and hope it stick. My uncle used to say, just throw on the wall and hope it stick. That's what they trying to do. But K-Dog, I appreciate you, man. And roll tide, my boy. We'll catch up again.
Yes, sir. Roll tide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, shout out to my boy K-Dog for calling in, man. It's funny because everybody knows his real name, but because he AAA and he really support the fam, I gave him a nickname and he embraced it. I gave him a nickname jokingly, and he embraced it. He really embraced it. So, yeah, I appreciate for my boy K-Dog calling in. Kalen DeBoer, man. I wish you know what? I think I despise these type of profiles. Get a real name, brother. I'm just playing. How you feeling today, man? He said Kendrick Law looks smooth. If you think Kendrick Law looks smooth, you must think Bubba Hampton looks smooth too. And I got some clips right now. I'm really trying to download and get cut up so that we can put on the up on the screen. Yeah, Kendrick Law, Bubba Hampton, all them dudes look good, man. All them dudes look. This slot, Kobe Prentice, the slot receivers, Cole Adams, they look like they ready. I mean, like really ready. And so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick intermission. I'm going to run all of our infomercials. We don't have the cookout, the tailgate party event cut yet, but we're going to get it so we can run it here. But we're going to take our brief intermission, a little 4-minute intermission. When we come back, we'll jump back into another segment. We're going to talk about what's the message today? What's the message today for Bama Day 2 fall camp? What the coaches are saying, what the players are saying, and we'll dive right into that conversation when we come back. And while you're here, take a moment to think about being a member of the AAA family. This is how you do it. And then for those that are a member, I want to thank you. And then after that, y'all check out the merch line. We got the merch line already popped off, y'all. So y'all get ready, show some love with that support there. Thank y'all for what y'all doing, man. And here you go. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining the AAA family. By doing so, you have committed to supporting this channel monetarily, and for that, I could not thank you enough. I'm glad that you saw fit to contribute to the growth of this network, and because of that, you will have access to all the behind the scenes content that we're going to be placing on this channel, backstage access to all the vlogs, VODs. We got all types of content. You will have early access to it. Also, any event that you see come out with outside with Coach Smook or anything sponsored or partnered with Coach Smook will be preferred, and we will all make sure that we're all taken care of. This community is going to continue to grow. Don't miss out on any opportunities to network. We have other content creators. We have business owners. We got entrepreneurs. This is Coach Smook Network because we believe in networking. We want to uplift the community. So thank you for contributing to helping that mission, seeing that goal. And that's really what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift and continue to grow. So thank you for all your contributions, and welcome to the family. AAA SOS. Did somebody say put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smook Network merchandise link below. Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. So between now and August 31st, you will have a chance to receive a 15% discount on all merchandise available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smook Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man. Yeah, go get y'all merch, man. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, man. This is fun. This is fun today. I just did something so cool. And yeah, and I don't think I'm going back today. Hey, go ahead and go home, man. Get ready to call it, Antoine. We about to open the phone line back up, man. Look, tell us how you feel. My boy Antoine, I'm really praying for everybody that's frustrated with their job. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take a moment right now, and I'm gonna say a quick prayer for everybody. I don't know what, and I was laughing, but this is real, y'all. This society that we live in, that we have allowed to kind of just become what it's become. We've seen a generation, a time and area in the American society where we kind of just lost values of everything that kept us as strong of a nation that we thought we were, right? We've really lost value. And so I just want to say a quick prayer. So dear Heavenly Father, we thank you right now. We come to you asking for your grace and your mercy to, just continue to support us, Lord God, and continue to be there for us. Lord God, we thank you for just being who you are in each and every one of our lives. Even in the midst of our trials and tribulations, even in the midst of our frustrations, God, we thank you. And Lord God, we thank you that you're providing opportunities in front of us that we can't even see, that are going to continue to better our lives. So we come to you thanking you for the outcome. We thank you not just for the trials, for making it through the trials and tribulations, but we thank you for the bright side. We thank you for being able to walk into the light. We thank you that the opportunities that our hearts desire are being presented to us, Lord God, and that you've presented us, you've created us in your likeness so that we can be prepared to receive everything that you have for us. So with that being said, God, we thank you, we praise you. And for everybody that's watching this live, everybody that's under the sound of my voice, Lord God, I ask that you just touch them right now. Lord God, comfort their hearts in the midst of their struggles, in the midst of their indecision. Lord God, we ask that you just cover their minds, Lord God, give them clarity. Lord God, provide guidance. And Lord God, support them in their time of need, Lord God. Provide the comfort that only you can provide. We thank you and we praise you. In Jesus' name. Amen. I believe God for each and everybody today. I think if you really put God first and put your heart into it, there's nothing that you can be held from. And that's any and everybody. Anything positive, because I know people have evil intentions, but I think when you really see, evil is easy to do because we live in an evil land. It's easy to notice, but good is hard to notice when you have so much evil around you. So when you're fighting against evil and evil is forever present around you, and you really put your focus and energy towards positive things, I think that stands out more than anything else. It means more. And that's why you see people who are successful, they are settled in being positive. They're settled in really attacking the day. They're attacking the things that, make them uncomfortable. So they learn how to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. That way, regardless of how it looks, you're still thriving, And so I hope that prayer really helps somebody today. And yeah, I see y'all in the chat. Yeah. Facts, son. Just like me, boy. Just like me. I love y'all, man. Antoine, I see you, bro. I'm really believing God for y'all, man. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, man. And the thing is, I really, my boy said, Antoine, Hey, that's a boom boom room moment right there, man. But nah, Antoine, we praying for you, man. And like I said, anybody that's dealing with that, you're not happy with your current job situation, I ask that you trust God, man. Really give it to God. He might have you there for a reason. You know, I believe God keeps you in certain spots for a reason. And if it's something that you're really not trying to hold on to it, don't give it hold on energy. Be present, be accountable, but really push towards something that your heart desires. And I know we all have assignments and things that we have to do with our life. And the only time we really struggle and we let the struggle consume us is when we don't keep God first. Yeah, man. So yeah, I appreciate that. But jumping into the next topic of conversation, y'all, talking about Alabama football. Let me get another beat on that jump fire. I don't want to, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. No, we're going to the OGs get down to business talk beat. You know what I'm saying? So back to it, y'all. So Alabama is back in action today. And let me pull up these notes. I got my text messages lined up. I got B-roll set up in the back, some video footage from today's practice. Shout out to Ryan Fowler. I asked him if I could use his footage for today, the unofficial footage from the sidelines. And he was real straight up like, go ahead, brother. I don't care. Go ahead, brother. And the thing is, I love what Ryan Fowler does because he provides he talks on a radio show, and his takes on Alabama football and his ability to get the interviews and everything, it's very informative. It's not like the rest, like some of the other stuff that you see on mainstream. And like I said, I'm not a hater, y'all. I think it's time to turn the page on how the coverage of Alabama athletics has been. I think it's time to turn the page. And I feel like the ones who are embracing that, the ones that's been around, the pillars in Alabama coverage, especially football, the ones that are embracing that, they're the ones that we're inclined to listen to. They're the ones we're referencing for our information. And then you got a few that's just been there for so long that people are scared to pull away from. But the more that they open themselves up to different type of content and reporting, like what we do here, what Coach Sean does, you know, what Coach what Ty does, what some of the other Bama creators do, you know, sharpshooter, what he does. Like, this is the type of content that everybody's trying to that they're getting inclined to. Reaction content. You got reaction content kings like Kangaroo Black. He's going to provide the best reactions for Alabama fans, and they're relatable. They're relatable to majority of the Bama fan base. And you have other content creators that are doing the same. And I love what's happening. So to be a part of that, to be in that mix, and it's part of the industry, and playing on a lot of sides of this industry, I think we're doing the right thing over here at the Coach Smook Network with our authentic push and our authentic vibe. But yeah, we're here on the Coach Smook Calling Show. Don't forget, we're here providing Alabama sports news, reactions, and updates for our 2.5, 3 hours that we're on here during this time. And we're going to jump into this topic, and this will be the last topic of the stream. And then we'll be back live tonight. Probably do a late night session. I mean late. Tonight we're going to open it up and have the phone call segment again. By that time, we'll have our edits from post-practice. I'll be posting some short reactions to post-practice interviews as they become available. So y'all be on the page looking for it. Share it on all the platforms, y'all. Shout out to all 93 in here. We got 51 watching on YouTube and got 42 on Twitter. Take a moment and share the live. Again, we're going into our next segment. And the segments that we have, I got a question. What's the message? Today we have the defense availability. We have defensive player and staff interviews. What's the message today? What's the message? And then you saw the question was asked by one of the media members. With this staff be bringing in speakers to kind of motivate the team to give some perspective, kind of like what Coach Saban did. You know, my favorite all-time speaker for Coach Saban's era was Kobe Bryant. And I think that team really benefited from having Kobe that year, right? So what speakers, who would be a good speaker in your mind, chat? Who would be a good speaker to come and speak to this year's team? Me personally, if I'm Coach Kalen DeBoer, I'm going to get former alumni players. I'm going to get guys that not necessarily, in this case, I'm not going to say that because I've seen a lot of alumni players speak publicly on how they've been accepted Even though Coach Saban isn't the head coach there, how Coach Kalen DeBoer and his staff have made a push to make them know, let them know that they're accepted to be able to come around and be able to work out, use the facilities, but also to kind of continue to share what the Bama standard was, the kind of the legacy that they said even before Kalen DeBoer has taken a job. Because yes, he's the new head coach, but the players in the championships before him, he had nothing to do with that. He's coming in trying to maintain that standard. So yes, having the players come in, that's great. But speakers, I would love this, like maybe Coach K, right? Maybe no Coach K, you know, no Coach K, having Coach K come in and speak to the guys. I would even go as far as to saying having the likes of maybe a Coach Belichick come in, right? Somebody who understands winning. Or let's think about somebody who dealt with transition and had success. Maybe Barack Obama, you know, not to speak from a presidential standpoint, but to really be doubted and to go through the fire for 8 years as the president, the first black president of the United States. I mean, we're talking about guys people that have had to face adversity and come through transition. Even though the cards seem to be in your favor, people still doubted you, right? So yeah, in y'all opinion, who y'all think would be able to come in and be a good speaker to motivate this team? That's what we'll talk about when we open up the phone lines. And somebody said Coach KD did the same at Washington. He gave all former players full access to the program, 100%. And that's easy for him to do at Washington. You know, Patterson was still over his shoulder, kind of like Saban was. It was kind of like a foregone thing. But for him to embrace it, you know, to continue to embrace that everywhere it goes to show you that he's kind of learned how to maintain successful trends. He's picked up on people that were successful before him in those same positions, and he's learned how to embrace those motives and those energies and apply them to his style of coaching and his style of culture building that he wants to have prevalent while he's the head coach. So I'm glad to see that. KS Def not about to make a political statement. You right, bro. You right. Click the link below from White. Why not? You gotta join us. Hold up. Who that? You not on Discord? Oh, Southern Ray, you not in Discord yet? Oh yeah, you definitely got to get in there. You gotta get in there. Discord is about to get real active too over the next few weeks. I guarantee you, the next few weeks, Discord is about to get active. We're actually changing up some of the stipulations to join the Discord to get into the other rooms, right? You're gonna have to start like a lot of rooms are going to be members only access. So like the Boom Boom Room about to be members only access. I'm sorry. By popular demand, by the moderator staff, they want the Boom Boom Room members only. So if you're not a member of the YouTube channel, you're not subscribed to any one of the social platforms supported Coach Smook Network, you're gonna be missing out on the Boom Boom Room. And then live game day chat, you got to be subscribed to the YouTube channel to get in here. And we know how to pull the list. I found out how to get the list of subscribers, y'all. So moderators, we in there. Somebody said Jalen Hurts. Ooh, yeah, not gonna lie. I was thinking Jalen Hurts, but trying to think of an OG legend. I'm thinking somebody like Blake Sims. If we're gonna continue to talk about alumni coming in and speaking to the team, I'm gonna take Blake Sims. I like Blake Sims because he was under a lot of pressure when he was fighting for the starting quarterback job when him and Jay Coker were fighting for the starting position that year. And you talking about somebody that could really speak. I mean, him and Jalen Miro have spoken multiple times already, but somebody that can speak to the team about letting naysayers know or fighting through adversity. I like Blake Sims to do it. Smooth said Mike Tyson would be dope. Hey, Smooth, you know what else would be dope? If you went on ahead and became a member of the AAA family. We got some gifted memberships out there too. I don't know if they all been handed out, but some of y'all need to check your emails for if you're subscribed to the channel already, you might have been gifted a membership. So if you have been gifted a membership, you got to thank Southern Red for that one. And let me update this banner. I forgot we had another super chat come through. Let me get this banner updated. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. I am tripping. Here we go. Shout out to my boy Bino Thomas. He said, with the $10 super chat, he said, we're getting closer to the DeBoer era and taking teams change. Let's go. Listen, the Debo era. I said DeBoer. The Debo era. I get it now. That's how I was doing it on Twitter for a while. I had people trying to steal it. I wanted to be able to do it with the script A, D, E, B, O, E, lowercase e. Capital E, lowercase r, script A. That'll be a fire little whatever, little mantra thing, little logo. Somebody said Rolando McClain and Javier Arenas. So y'all want to go back to the beginning of the Saban era and get those guys, Courtney Upshaw and Hightower. Artez, how you feeling today? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Shepherd and Son. I like that logo, man. That's fire. I'm not gonna lie. Michael Jordan. Y'all want Michael Jordan? You want Michael Jordan, Bama fan? Tim Guy says Coker, Jake Coker. See those names. I want guys that understand adversity. Jake Coker was saying some slick stuff about Bama football though, post Saban, which is expected. A lot of people were saying some crazy stuff before they actually did their research on doggone Coach Kalen DeBoer. But I think people's ideas are changing. They're starting to do a little bit more research, and it's scaring college football now. Ruben Foster, we can't have Ruben coming in. We can't have Ruben coming in. I would like to see Ruben on the sidelines. I think Ruben Foster, I would love to see Ruben Foster on the sidelines. You know, former players like Ruben, they won't necessarily make good coaches, in my opinion. But as far as good mentors and motivators, people that can stop by the program and just be around, right? And kind of guide guys in the right direction, check guys' mental from an athlete standpoint. Yeah, I think that might be something to look at. Somebody asked about LT Overton. So yeah, I got reports that LT Overton was not at practice for the second day. My understanding with LT Overton is there's some small things. I think there's some disciplinary things going on there. Nothing major, nothing crazy. Just trying to refocus, kind of like what they did with Parker Brailsford. You got a lot of transition going on with guys. Those Porter guys, they had to deal with a lot. And LT Overton is a guy that I think is just having a little struggle. Coming over from A&M, I think he was coming into the system thinking that he had a little bit more privy to him than what was there, what's actually there. And I think he's going to be fine. LT Overton he's going to adjust fine. What I'm hearing is not nothing major, just kind of like, personality things that you got to have. You got to be man enough and go through these growing pains. And the same thing kind of happened with Brailsford with his transfer credits and stuff of that nature, his academic stuff. It tested his mental, wanting to come in and be with the team and be dedicated and be able to contribute immediately, especially after transferring. And it kind of bothers you. These are still 18, 19-year-old young men. You get what I'm saying? So I think he's going to be fine. So all the LT Overton stuff, I don't think there's anything to be concerned about. And if it does end up going worse than what I'm hearing it is, then that so be it. We have a lot of defensive linemen in that room that are trying to get in that consistent 8 to 11 man rotation, right? But I think he's going to be fine. And Jordan Wright, I think that's what some of the issue was too. But if they were waiting for his transfer credits, I don't think he would have been able to participate in spring ball, and he participated during the spring ball. So people were expecting to see him. I'm trying to see if I can get in touch with one of my connects there and see if we can get some more insight on it. But I did see that yesterday that he was not at practice. He wasn't viewed at practice, unless a number changes happen and it hasn't been reported. But let me see. Let me get to my brother's page right here. Tim Keenan just got nominated for he just got the most impactful leader award. Shout out to Tim Keenan, man. That's another gentleman defensively. I would love to see him be available for media. Tim Keenan does great interviews. I like doing interviews with Tim Keenan. So shout out to Kennington Lloyd Smith. And we got some statements from Coach Kane Womack at the interview. He was asked a question on the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks, Kane Womack was asked about the DBs. And He said Damani Jackson and Xavier Brown have been really impressive. Jalen Mbakwe has probably made the greatest strides over the last 6 months. He added that freshman Zay Mincy has also made strides. So this is something that I like. You ask about a certain position group, not just one player, but a certain position group, and that coach who is going to be calling the plays and going to be making a lot of decisions, he gives you a good idea of what to look for. So based off of my assessment yesterday, y'all remember I said this yesterday when we were talking about depth charts. I've been saying it. I said Damani Jackson and Xavier Brown going to be the first 2 corners out to me. I looked at the lineup, how they were lined up yesterday during drills, and I made the prediction. And for him for those 2 names to be the first 2 mentioned out of his mouth, that kind of tells you that's who he's seeing first. That's who he's seeing first when it comes to team reps and going through play call. I think that's who you're seeing first. Damani Jackson and Xavier Brown. I told you all from the jump, Xavier Brown and Mincy to me were both hand in hand, 1A, 1B, 1B, 1A, however you want to put them. They were ready. They weren't ready guys, right? And then, but to see Jalen Mbakwe continue to make strides, to hear his name continue to be mentioned, that's great for me. That gives me confidence to know that he might be on that punt return like I expect him to be. The punt return or kick return, you got to have Jalen Mbakwe out there. That guy's fast, man. Fast and makes plays. I wouldn't be mad to see Jalen Mbakwe and Ryan Williams doing kick return. 2 freshmen. Y'all know my thoughts on having freshmen on special teams. That's where you let them go out there and you let them play. Go out there, wreck stuff. Go block punts. Go clean somebody, blindside somebody. Go take them to the house. Like really get out on special teams, freshmen, and show why you deserve to be in an Alabama uniform. Special teams, special players, special plays. Special teams, special plays. Special players make special plays on special teams. That's what I used to say. Special players make special plays on special teams. The modern day guys both starting for Bama. I told y'all this. Modern day has a program. They are a JUCO program at the high school level. They have D1 type practice similarities. You know what I'm saying? They have a D1 practice atmosphere. They are structured like a Power 5 program in their football program. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear that. Shout out to my boy Kennington Lloyd Smith for providing the interview tidbits. Then they asked about the linebackers. It said Justin Jefferson. He had high praise for Justin Jefferson when asked about the linebackers. They say he had an unbelievable spring and an even better summer. I say Justin Jefferson is right there with Deontay Lawson and Jahad Campbell. I think we have 3 starter types in that group. Guys, you know what's crazy? This sounds like a lot of stuff that Coach Smook was saying in the offseason. Have I not been saying this? This is what's being reported from the interviews right now. They're having interviews right now. And Kalen DeBoer is saying a lot. You might have thought me and Kane Womack done had a conversation. Got a DB video too. This is a group that I can't wait to see. The Wolves. I got some footage, y'all. I got some footage. Yeah, we got footage today. Yeah, man. Don't sleep on the Smook Scoop. Listen, that's what I'm saying. I do this from a standpoint of being and people, they joked about my coaching career. They talked about how much coaching experience I have. They asked if I'm a real coach. A lot of my takes are based off of being a coach, seeing players develop. I've always had a coach's mentality, even as a player, as an athlete on the field, on the court. I've always had a coaching mentality, a coaching mindset. So I'm not surprised when these coaches say a lot of what I evaluate. I just get surprised at how many people continue to just discredit what we're learning, what we're doing over here. We've taken the time to put in film study. A lot of the guys that I talk to, when I talk to them and I'm have them on the show, is because we talk real football. My boy Lon Vito said, can't lie, Smook, you did say both of those. I said verbatim that 3-man rotation at the inside linebacker position was going to be key. And for Coach Kane Womack to come out and say, and appreciate Lon Vito, think about becoming a member of the channel, family. I don't know if this is your first time in the chat, but I appreciate you. Make sure you drop a like and a subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. That's my first time seeing you coming. I like to give everybody acknowledgement, especially the new people. my consistents and my new people. The rubberneckers, y'all could say something, I'm not gonna bite you. I promise you I don't bite. But yeah, it's crazy that he said that. But yeah, Justin Jefferson getting high praise, that's great. I think the guys, the more rotation you can have, effective rotation, productive depth you can have, that's going to be the key to the success of this team. Not just offense or defense, but the whole team as a whole. Because this year is an extended year with the playoffs being extended. You're getting 2 more games added to your schedule. A lot of these games where you're playing lesser competition, you don't have the Power 5 opponents. You're going to need to be able to rely on your young guys to get in and keep the numbers up, right? Because point differential matters, production matters. You're going to have to bring in young guys to play for more than a quarter now with this new schedule to minimize the opportunities or the spaces for injuries. And then, but not only that, you're giving your players opportunities to be fresh every play that they're on the field, every snap that they're on the field. You're not putting 70% of the snap count on one guy and then 10%, 10%, 10%. This is going to be a year where I think 50% goes to one guy, your one A guy. Then the next guys, the 2 guys behind him is 30% split, right? 30, 25%, 20%. And then you got a 4th guy that's going to get like a 5, 10% split. However, the numbers need to add up to get those reps out, to get guys a good feel, a good rhythm, a good taste of what college football is going to be early in the season is going to be keys to the success. So I'm excited. Deshadrian McGrew, appreciate you for pulling up. He said, I like the freshman Justin Okoronkwo over Justin Jefferson. The only reason I won't agree with you there is because Justin Jefferson has JUCO experience. He has experience at the collegiate level. You're talking about game time situations right now going into fall camp, what he's producing. And I got to see with my own eyes the type of speed he's working with. Justin O is going to be just as effective. But I think Justin O's development right now is going to be understanding the in-depthness of what's required at the inside linebacker position. And being behind 3 guys like this, he, Sterling Dixon, QB Reese, they're all going to benefit from that. Caden Jones, all of those guys are going to benefit from being behind 3 guys who are veterans, who possibly all 3 of these guys can leave after this season with a productive year. Justin Jefferson doesn't need but 40, 50 tackles this year. Jahad Campbell going to get his 85 plus, his almost 100 tackles. He was one of the second leading tackler on the team last year. Deontay Lawson, his draft stock is already up there. He came back just for courtesy. So he maintained to have another 50, 60 tackle year, force a few turnovers, 1 or 2 sacks from our inside linebacker room apiece, 3 sacks, right? These guys are going to have an opportunity to flourish in this new scheme. I can't wait. Justin Jefferson equals poor man Harold Perkins. Why we got to be a poor man, though? Poor man Harold Perkins. If you want to be honest, evaluation-wise, measurements, the measurables, they all line up. You got the same player. I think Justin Jefferson is more of a true inside linebacker than Harold Perkins was. Harold Perkins is a true edge. Justin Jefferson, I feel like he's more of our Micah Parsons of this roster. He's more of a Micah Parsons. Justin Jefferson's is the new era's version of Mac Wilson. I get Mac Wilson's type vibes. My boy said he been with us since the undefeated. Oh, we ain't the undefeated no more, my guy. We left that in the dust. Shout out to Kyle Henderson and Bama Football on YouTube, what they got going over there, but we ain't that no more. We got different vibes over here. I appreciate the opportunity he gave me. We'll speak on it again. I appreciate the opportunity he gave me. Definitely provided some opportunities for us, and I think we maximized them. So wish him the best of luck, but we definitely not undefeated. We authenticity above all. One thing about us, we going to be authentic. You didn't get that over there. You're going to get that over here. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, all of it. That's who he is. As a matter of fact, for the next 20 seconds, I'm going to let this beat drop, and I want the AAA family to go crazy with all of the AAA emojis. Go crazy right now. Yeah, go crazy, AAA. We're going to put them on the screen. It's our AAA right here. Check them out. If you want your name on the banner, become a member. If you want your picture on the banner, become a member of the team. Yeah. Put up them AAA emojis. Yeah. Roll call. Yeah, there we go, AAA family. Run it up. Run it up. Loving it, loving it. 20 seconds we go. I got about 10 more seconds. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. And see, if you ain't got these emojis, I know y'all can't see it on the screen, but you can see it in the chat. If you ain't got them emojis, that means you ain't got your birth certificate yet. That means you ain't got your birth certificate yet. So you need to go ahead and get that birth certificate. You want to be able to run that, run it up like that, be a part of that. Go ahead and get that birth certificate, man. Become a member of this AAA family, man. We doing some awesome things here. I know I beat up extra loud, man. I had to for y'all. I just felt the need to acknowledge y'all, man. Y'all doing way more than is expected. I love each and every one of y'all. Kimberly coming here. I knew she was ready to jump on that AAA. That AAA rep your set, rep your hood, rep your family. But that's some of our takes on the defensive side, man. We got some players, some reports. Let me see if I can let me check my phone one more time for messages, updates. DBs, yep. We got that one. Outside linebackers. It looks like we're going to have some media availability with interviews and stuff coming up here in the next 30 minutes. So we're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to talk. And if I start getting some stuff available, I'm going to get off this live, and then we're going to start providing some edits. We're going to start providing some edits for y'all to interact with on the channel as everything starts to come out. But with that being said, one last time, I want y'all to take advantage of possibly purchasing some of our merch that we just released, but also take an opportunity to become a member of the AAA family. This will be the third time that we're running this, and I do this kind of for editing purposes, y'all. But this will be the third time we're running this. Take a moment to become a member of the AAA family, and be able to enjoy the perks. The season has started. You're going to be able to see all the behind-the-scenes content that we're going to be providing for members only. So if you're not a member, take a moment, think about becoming a member, and this is how you do it. And then we'll also take a chance and check out the merch website. If you want merch, exclamation merch, MERCH, exclamation MERCH in the chat, and the link will be provided. Y'all check out this commercial though, how to become a member of the AAA family. Thank you for supporting. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community. And also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Did somebody say put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smook Network merchandise link below. Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. So between now and August 31st, you will have a chance to receive a 15% discount on all merchandise available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smook Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man. Yeah. Alabama Roll Tide, yeah. Alabama Roll Tide, yeah. Alabama Roll Tide, yeah. I'm hyped, man. We done kicked the season off. It's up, bro. The season has started. It's here. We're here. A few more weeks, y'all, and it's actual kickoff. I want to acknowledge something real quick. Shout out to my brother Dana Purdue. Y'all see them cues? Let me stop before I get jacked up. But let me stop. Y'all know I'm a fool, man. But bro, so I gotta adjust the instructions in that commercial now that I went back and thought about it. But you only could do the !merch in the YouTube chat, and that's how you get the link. But that link is available in all my profiles and all my descriptions on all my social platforms. So on the Coach Smook platforms, not my personal page. So if you go to my YouTube, my Twitter right now, my link tree is available. If you click the link, go to link tree, the merch link is right there at the top. So y'all go check that out and get y'all merch in, man. Get y'all merch in. I can't wait to get it to y'all, man. We got orders coming through like the past 48 hours. We've had orders being filled and people ordering things. So yeah, give the merch a look, check it out, and I think y'all are going to be excited and satisfied with the quality and the designs that we have. But another announcement before we get into our fourth quarter calling segment, y'all do not forget to sign up and go purchase your ticket. Go purchase your ticket for September 28th, 2024, the Coach Smook tailgate party event in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Right there, we're doing a VIP. We got a VIP section for the tailgate party committee, I think I could show y'all the layout. I'm gonna show y'all the layout on the next video. We're actually gonna get that cut done today, and I'm gonna have a promotional setup for that event. So if you all and y'all, oh man, I gotta update ticket prices. So ticket prices have changed. August 1st changed the ticket prices. I'm sorry, I tried to negotiate it, and that's why I was trying to tell everybody to go and get their tickets the time that we had them available. I remember everybody in here who didn't get a ticket. Everybody got the tickets. Remember me saying, go ahead and get the tickets before we finalize this deal. Where the deal is finalized, today is the 1st. And I have to update ticket sales. So if you want to try to get by and you want to get the ticket prices for what they're currently, we're going to see a $10 charge on people that didn't get the tickets during that time. It's going to be $10 more than what they originally were. So I hope that by the end of this show, which is going to be in the next 40 minutes, if you're trying to get a ticket to the tailgate party, go ahead and purchase them now. They're worth it. We're going to have, there's be a bar, there'll be a food court. Everything's going to be provided, and we have our own section for the Coach Smook Network. So if you want to be there you don't have to be a Bama fan to sit in the Coach Smook Network section. You can be just a supporter of the Coach Smook Network and the AAA family. And there will be custom shirts. We'll have custom shirts. Yeah, $10. You know what's crazy, Davin? The cost of the ticket, the host ticket is more than what we're charging, and that's why we had to bring the price up. So they looked out for us on the front end, seeing that we already had something established, but they really rocking with us. They rocking with us and giving us an opportunity to get. And we only have like 21 more tickets left. We only have 21 more tickets left, so it worked out perfect. So if you haven't already, exclamation point in the YouTube chat, exclamation point event, and you will see the link to purchase your ticket for the Coach Smook tailgate party hosted by the tailgate party committee. And I'm gonna get this this screen up, this right here, so y'all can see what the page looks like. So this is the official event page, y'all. Saturday, September 28th. Y'all see the title and everything. The tailgate party committee has been doing this for about 8-9 years now, probably 8 years now, and they just keep getting better and better. The location is there. The part of Tuscaloosa University Boulevard that we're on is going to be a good spot. Primary high traffic. People are going to know who we are. Put it like that. People are going to know who we are, being the Coach Smook Network and the AAA fam. Let me see if I could actually. I'm gonna pull this up for y'all real quick. All right, y'all. I just had to full screen this stuff real quick. I got so much open on my computer. I've been working, y'all. Don't talk too bad about me. Been working. All right, let me go back to this. Cause I really want to show y'all this layout. My mods, they got to see it. Here we go. I got it now. Dang, that was a struggle right there. All right, check this out. So this is the layout of the event, which is pretty cool. As y'all can see, we got our own little section up here. Y'all see this? Coach Smook tailgate party event. Coach Smook VIP. That's what it's gonna be called. That's what they're gonna announce it as, the Coach Smook VIP. So we're being hosted as a community, right? I'm typing somebody real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I had to get this cut. It's gonna be good for the actual commercial when we cut it. So this is the layout. And this is 405 University. It's gonna be fire, y'all. I didn't get the top part cropped, but it's an entrance up here. The DJ booth, you walking by the DJ booth. We're gonna be right here with our tent, our banner hanging right there next to the gate in front of the big screen TV. So if this don't get you hype, y'all, if this don't get you hype about the tailgate party, I don't know what else is gonna get you hype. They got the bar on one side. They're gonna have food, barbecue. They're gonna be cooking, have food for us. Your regular game day stuff, they're gonna be serving up until kickoff. I believe up until kickoff, and then the bar is gonna be open throughout the game, of course. But yeah, the sidewalk right here, we right up the street from the band practice field. It's gonna be a vibe, man. You see the bathrooms, real simple layout. The fan zone gonna be here. They're gonna have chairs out here, but we're gonna have our own section. We're gonna have a couple tents set up over here, and we're gonna have whatever chairs they have available, they will have available. And I think we're trying to price something to where we have our own chairs, or something to where we have to be able to distinct, what's ours and what's not ours. But we will be able to be identified for everybody coming. You will have a t-shirt. We got regular t-shirts for everybody, the regular plain Coach Smook Network t-shirts, right? And they're going to be in the the white with the I think we're doing gray with the crimson writing for that game. I want to say we're doing white. I think we're doing white. I got to check with the staff again. I think we're doing white. But we were also going to poll it. What color should we wear for the Bama versus Georgia tailgate? So yeah, y'all definitely got to pull up to that. If you haven't bought your ticket yet, do not try to wait till the day of. You're not going to want to pay that price. What you're going to have to pay for parking? That's what I thought about when I negotiate the price of our tickets. I thought about how much parking is going to cost, and then also just how much the ticket was in general, and then of course travel. So we try to consider all that when setting up for this event, and it worked out. Shout out to Tailgate Party Committee and their sponsorship and also hosting us for this event. I think it's going to be a good event, y'all, a great event, a lot of energy, y'all. Better have some 1942, and you know it, and you know it, and you know it. And you know it. Y'all got to come watch the band practice before in the morning. You know what, Jordan? The thing is, give me that schedule, because I want to add you to the content. You will be part of the content that day. If we're able to follow you some type of way, or even if you can get us in touch with the band director and provide us that back door to I want to do it behind the scenes with the band, if that's cool. So let me know, man. It's good to have people that's connected at every part of this doggone university. I love Alabama. I love the University of Alabama. T-Town is, I'm telling you, that's why I'm trying my hardest to get back there, man. It's like a dream spot. A lot of people sleep on it, but I love it. I love it. But back into the phone lines, y'all. We kind of dove into some conversation about, some of the expectations for this upcoming season. We're going to jump back into this conversation. And this is some film, some clips from today's practice that I was able to kind of conjure up and pull from social media, different outlets. Shout out to Ryan Fowler. I think this is his clips that he was able to get from practice. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but them running practice this way, offensively, giving us this type of look, I think that was that was like a real that was strategic. That was strategic. I think they learned from spring ball. To me, just based off the shots that I'm seeing with a lot of these media outlets, I think they listen to the media personnel about what we kind of would like to be able to do and provide without giving away too much. And I don't know if y'all can see it clearly, but it's blurry on my end. I think it's blurry on y'all end too. But you see the wide receivers, a lot of these passes being thrown by the quarterbacks, man, just a lot of dots, and this is probably just warm-up drills, running, opening up, learning how to stride, find the ball over the shoulder, all those type of drills, the small things, technique things, turn around, attacking the ball in the air, high pointing the ball as a wide receiver. That's what you want to see in these type of drills early in practice. So good to see this type of stuff happening at the university. What else we got? I downloaded some more stuff, y'all. Do. But yeah, that's some wide receiver work. I can't wait to get into this season, y'all. So opening up, y'all. Y'all heard some of the reports from the defensive side of the ball with Kane Womack. Kind of waiting for some more reports and interviews. Okay, I got more information now. Here we go. We got more. And every time I say that, I start getting text messages about stuff from post-practice interviews and stuff. So that's gonna be cool. At least 3 guys who could play a lot of stuff. Okay. Here we go. So not much really coming out, y'all, about practice other than LT Overton not being seen. Jaheim Otis back healthy, looking like he has a step. A couple freshmen that flashed again: Jalen Mbakwe, Red Morgan, Xavier Brown, Zay Mincy. No mention of Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. or Brayson Hubbard, some guys that I really thought would be some quality depth rotational guys. They probably wouldn't get a lot of playing time, but definitely want to hear from them, hear about them. Yeah, good. What's up? My brother Zay, man. He turned 28 yesterday? 29? Getting up there, youngin. You're getting up there, youngin. It's all public. I'm pretty sure there's a band schedule that drops that week, like when the rehearsal is and when we're on the quad. Oh, snap. Hey, Jordan, we're gonna be checking that out for real. You only 26, bro? That means I'm getting old. But y'all, we're gonna open the phone lines up. Let's go. Let's get into some more talk, Alabama talk. Let's talk about some of the responses that we've heard from Coach Kane Womack, and the defensive players and staff that's available. And as we're on the phone, I'm pretty sure that more information be coming through, and we just want to provide live reaction updates to whatever's being put out there. And I'm able to see some things on social media, but also I have somebody on scene right now that's providing us the exact transcripts of post practice interviews and things of that nature. So without further ado, the phone line is back open, 334-625-1121. Again, that's 334-625-1121. You don't have to be an Alabama fan to call in. You don't have to be a fan of the Crimson Tide to call in. But when you call in, say your name and put me in the game, coach. And I think I just missed a phone call because we had it on Do Not Disturb. And it'll ring on your end, but it won't allow me to see the ringer. So whoever just called in, I think that was Zach. Calling back in. You know, Zach ready to come in, call in and comment on everything Bama football. He love the Tide just as much as I do. So if you want to call in again, 334-625-1121. Again, that's 334-625-1121. We got a new number calling in, 440 calling in. Let me see who it is.
Call from
Jimmy.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay, I didn't get that name, but we'll get it. Yo, what's up? You on the line with Coach Smook. Say your name again. I couldn't hear you on the line, man.
Smook, what's good, man? It's Jimmy from Ohio.
What's up, Jimmy? How you doing this morning, man?
Hey, baby, I'm living and I'm breathing, baby. I'm living and I'm breathing. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Glad to have you on the line this morning, man. What's on your mind today, man?
Oh, man, first I want to say I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby.
Feeling it,
I don't know, man. Go ahead. What you say?
No, I was saying I'm feeling you, bro. I'm right there with you. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide today, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, you know, I live in Ohio, man. I won't be able to try and make it to the Alabama games in Alabama. But I do plan on going to Wisconsin for the September 14th game.
Ooh.
At Wisconsin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm getting my tickets actually this week. I think it's going to be a test. It's going to be a test for us. I think we win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we went by a pretty convincing margin. But I do think this will be a test because, let's be honest, Wisconsin is one of those hard-nosed football teams, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we going to Wisconsin, can be one of those games that you can overlook and be one of those games. They got the new coach from Cincinnati, which he's obviously, I think he's familiar with Alabama we played when he had Sauce Gardner. But that could be a game. I think that's going to be a good game, better than what people think it would be.
I said the same thing. I didn't necessarily think it would be one of those games where Alabama necessarily struggles, but it will be a test of intestinal fortitude as far as staying focused, being locked in, not being able to necessarily force your pace or your style of gameplay in that type of environment, because Wisconsin is going to always field a solid defense, a disciplined defense, and Wisconsin is traditionally they've been content with what they do best, and that's hard-nosed, run-the-ball football, play off the passing game as the run game builds. And they don't do anything extravagant that's eye-popping or wowing, but they're just efficient in what they do, and it's either going to work or it's not. And that's been kind of it's kind of been their MO for the past 5-6 years. But traditionally, historically, we know Wisconsin is always going to provide some solid defensive looks. And to me, that when I say that's going to be the first test of the season for Bama, that's what I mean. We get to see a team that's probably on the level of, as far as execution, they're going to do what they do, and they're going to provide a certain amount of opposition that forces us to go past page 2. of our playbook on the offense and defensive side. The first game where we're going to have to flip the page more than once is going to be the Wisconsin game, not because we're struggling, but because they're doing different things and making adjustments that's going to cause us to adjust.
Hey, honestly, if you really look at it, like as far as like offensively running the ball and even some defensive looks, they have SEC foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like Wisconsin and the SEC, they'll be above the Mississippi State. They'll be above the Vanderbilt. They'll be above the teams like that. That's my opinion, right? Yeah. I think that's one of the only teams in the Big Ten. Even I don't even think Ohio State is that.
Ooh.
I think Wisconsin has the best. I think Wisconsin has the better frame of an SEC team than any other team in the Big Ten. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
As far as their foundation. Hey, let me ask you. Speaking of the Big Ten, man, what happened? We got that safety from Penn State. Have you heard anything about him? I think his name was
King Mack. Not much about him other than the fact he just looks polished. Other than the fact that he really looks polished. Same thing that was kind of the reports on Keon Sapp and Damani Jackson come in. You look at him go through practice. Deshaun Jones those are two names that were spoken to me in particular when it came to the transfer DBs. And him and Deshaun Jones both showing how polished they are. And Coach Kalen DeBoer even referenced the transfers coming in, and you can tell that they've played some college football snaps just by how they've adapted day one of how the practice schedule is. You know, they're not lagging behind. They're not struggling with keeping up in drills. They're used to being in that college environment. So I think that turns over well when you got reports about true freshmen actually being the ones stepping up. So you're just providing quality depth, something that to me, it was more important not to go out and get big name guys, but to go and get quality depth for our secondary in this new scheme of defense.
I mean, because let's be honest, a couple more things and I'll get out there.
No, you're fine, bro. Today is we in the fourth quarter segment. You get 8 minutes in the fourth quarter segment. I promise you. I'll let you know when you come in on your 2-minute warning.
Awesome. So yeah, I think the cat from Michigan, man, he's definitely gonna bring a lot of experience. I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be an underrated secondary. I think this is gonna be an underrated secondary, man. I don't know. I get it. We got different pieces that's not usually accustomed to playing the SEC ball. But again, Penn State is another team that can go toe to toe with the SEC team. You see what they did against, even though it's just Auburn. Auburn is a tough team, right? You see what they did against Auburn. You see what they did against. There was somebody they played in a bowl game last year. I thought there was an SEC team that they did. But as far as being able, the only thing about it is their coach, man. Their coach, he usually falters in big games. But I think we have a couple pivotal pieces on the secondary, man. That's really gonna push us to the next level, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this year. I think we all need to support KD, man, because let's be honest, these are some big shoes to fill. And this, especially coming off a run like Nick Saban, man, the great Nick Saban. Hey, speaking of that, man, tell me this, Smook. Tell me why this stadium is not named Bryant Saban Stadium. Why is that?
So you know what? And I think Coach Saban probably had a lot to say with this. Denny chimes. I feel like Denny has the chimes. He has that. I feel like that should stay there. That right there is your claim to Alabama, because you have the clock.
I agree with that.
But when it comes to the stadium, I'm with you. Bryant Saban Stadium. I really feel like it should be Bryant Saban Stadium or Saban Bryant Stadium. Some form of that, because now you're talking about the effect of what the football program is known to be today. Now, what I do believe, being that they named the field Saban Field, I think the next upgrade to the stadium or the next big move, whether it's in Coach DeBoer's era, which I doubt it'll probably be another 6 or 7 years before we see any type of changes to the stadium, being that they just came off of that multi-million-dollar project, 2000 and I think 14 or 15 was the stadium upgrades. But and whatever year after the tornado, was that 2014?
I think it was, yeah.
And I can't remember, y'all. For AAA members that fact check me every stream, fact check me. When did they do the last renovations on the Bryant-Denny Stadium? But I like Saban Field at Bryant-Denny, but I would have loved for it to be Brian Saban. But I think the next stadium or the next upgrades, the name will be fully changed to where Coach Saban's name is really starting to ring through that university, man. Even looking at the statues in front of the stadium, it's just amazing how all of those national championship coaches, their statues are there, and you get to Coach Saban's, and look at all the national championships around his ring, the years around his ring, right? Yeah. That's yeah. I mean, that in itself tells you that you go inside, you see all the statues, all the rings from the time he's been there, the tenure, bowl rings, conference championship rings, national championship rings. Yeah. It's like a collection of 20-some rings total in that case. So, I mean, I'm right there with you. If I had to say so, it would have definitely, Denny, and all respect to Denny and all of the things, the history behind that. But I really think Saban has definitely earned his right to have it, his name anywhere when it comes to Alabama football or the program in general.
For sure. So I just want to end on this note, man. I think we should let's support KD, man. I honestly think he brings. Listen, with this new era of football, man, your coach is going to have to relate, right? And I think Nick Saban is such an OG that being in this new era, man, he's not going to thrive because he's not. This is different. This is uncharted territory for Saban. He's used to. I'm coming to your house. I don't have to mention money for you to come to my school.
Yeah,
I'm gonna relate to you on a personal level. I don't have to relate to you on a financial level.
Yeah,
right. But now it's a whole different game. You got to be able to relate on both, right?
Yeah.
And I think Kalen DeBoer, he brings that newer swag that I think Alabama needs. Can you imagine a revolutionized, younger, energetic Alabama team again?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think people understand it, man. This is going to be the year, man. Roll Tide. We're going to the championship, baby. Bama fans, get ready. This is our year, man.
Yes,
this
sir.
is our year. Let's support KD, sir. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby. Let's go, Smook.
Let's go. Let's go, Jimmy from Ohio coming in with the energy. I'm feeling that Roll Tide, my boy Jimmy. Good. Thank you for calling in, man. And what's crazy is he ended right there at it was 4 seconds left for his 8 minutes. 4 seconds. I appreciate that, man. Jimmy from Ohio, appreciate you for calling in, bringing the energy. We got the fourth quarter calling segment. Jimmy kicked it off with the right energy. The phone line is open again. Call in 334-625-1121. Fourth quarter calling segment here on the Coach Smook call-in show. Call in, share your thoughts. What are you expecting from this 2024 Alabama football team? What is your thoughts? How do you feel? Share your thoughts, man. Share your thoughts here on the Coach Smook call-in show. Again, the fourth quarter call-in segment brought to you by the AAA family. 334-625-1121. The line is open. And we got the one and only calling in right now. Calling in right now.
Zachary, put me in the game, coach.
To accept, press 1.
Yo, Zach, what's up? Welcome to the fourth quarter calling segment. Go ahead and spit what you got to say, my boy.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for the season, man. People, we coming. We're coming.
Tell them, Zach.
We ready. We ready. We ready. For y'all.
Now, what you gonna say?
Victory. Victory is our battle cry. Cause we ready.
What's up?
We ready.
What's up?
We're ready.
What's up?
For y'all.
Yeah. What y'all gonna do? Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about, Zach. See, this is what the fourth quarter segment is all about. Call in, bring all your energy, all your love, all your passion for your team. It doesn't have to be Bama. I keep saying this because I know we got rubberneckers in the chat. It doesn't have to only be Bama. You wanna be recognized for your team. The fourth quarter calling segment right here on the Coach Smook Network is where you want. What's up, Zach? You got about 4 more minutes. You got about 5.5 more minutes, bro. Talk to him. I mean, you already gave a lot of your talk, a lot of your feels. Hearing some of the things from the practice reports, man. What's your thoughts behind that? Kane Womack speaking on Damani Jackson. Zay Mincy, Xavier Brown, the inside linebacker rotation being a key thing with Justin Jefferson showing improvement. The young guys popping up. Give us your feels, man. Go ahead and spit, Zach.
I'm excited for not only this defense, I'm excited for the linebacker room because it brings a new concept to how Coach Saban ran his defense, and a more aggressive concept. And I enjoy that. And like you've been saying, I mean, he was taught by his dad.
Yeah.
You know, his dad brought this defense to Ole Miss, and he learned it he went to Ole Miss as a grad assistant and learned it from his dad. Was born, you know, raised up. His dad was teaching him the schemes and how to, and the play calls and how to call it and how to run it since he was, you know, pretty much old enough to understand the concepts of football, you know. And so, I mean, it's exciting. I'm excited for this secondary too, you know. Actually, I believe this defense is going to overachieve, you know, more so than underachieve. I think we're going to be in that top 15 to top 10 defensive range in all the categories, you know. So I think we're going to surprise some people, you know. And will there be games where we have hiccups? Yes. You know, anytime you're learning a new scheme, there's going to be hiccups. But I think because the defensive line is going to be so impactful that it's going to allow for our safeties and our cornerbacks to not have to rely on coverage as much. You know, they can more focus on going after the ball, you know, and they're not going to have to be in phase the whole time, like with how Nick ran the defense,
right?
You know, and so it gives them a lot more freedom to play, you know, and to make plays.
And I'm excited, man. I'm excited because I think people are going to see. We're going to get back to that dominant, fearless, or what they called it last year, joyless murder ball. I think we're going to see it, especially from our defense, man. And they're going to have a lot of pent up aggression. The defense. It's harder for the defense to maintain their intensity throughout the offseason because when you're on defense, you're trying to impose physical harm. You know, not necessarily dirty. You know, you're trying to intimidate the opposing player on the offense. And in practice, you're not trying to let off on the starting running back or the second string out. You're not trying to let off on your teammate like that. You want to be physical. There is a level of intensity you want to maintain so that you can have like that muscle memory that going through the play-to-play actions and motions, right? But you definitely want to take care of the players. The defense, to me, has the biggest hump to overcome. They have the biggest obstacles coming into seasons in, season in, coming into the season. I'm excited to see what these guys look like when they're able to fly around and really be reckless. You know, Western Kentucky, I feel sorry for him because I feel like a play like Malachi Moore had against Jeremy Bernard when Milroe kind of laid it up in the middle of the field in the spring game. A play like that, Malachi Moore is making a highlight, you know, off of that play by what he does to that receiver in that type of position. So I'm excited to see it, man. Yeah. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, and like you say, he didn't go full blast on Jeremy Bernard on that play. He kind of held up a little bit, you know, to not hurt his teammate, you know, because if he wanted to, he could hurt him.
Yep, 100%, Zach. So you got about 45 seconds, Zach. Anything you want to say to the rest of the Alabama family, the rest of college football nation, something to leave them with to think about until we are together again tomorrow morning, if not tonight?
Oh, Coach KD and this coaching staff is
Mhm.
about to put everybody on notice. They about to break out a can of whoop ass on them, and they don't know what to think.
Man, look, I think we are the most looked at / slept on team, if that's possible. We are the most looked at / slept on team in college football right now, and I'm glad to be in that position. Me personally, Zach, I'm glad to be in that position. I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be in that position.
I am too, because it gives us a space to where we don't have that target on our back no more. You know, we can be underestimated and shock people. You know,
Yep.
which with Nick Saban, we didn't have that luxury because everybody brought their best game week in, week out, year after year after year after year. It got tiring, you know, but we're in a new era now, and I'm gonna be getting me some of that fire merch tonight.
Oh, snap.
Order me some of that fire merch tonight.
Listen, and for everybody, not just you, Zach, but for everybody that orders merch, please take pictures and post them in the Discord. I want those merch pictures in the Discord so I could pull them, and the merch commercial, you might be premiered in that commercial as we update it. And I want to update it like every 2 weeks. So as you get your merch, you know, post those pictures. My little brother Vontae just ordered some last night. This morning. He ordered some this morning, and the excitement on his face, it really created a few emotions in me, man, because, you know, people, and it wasn't just the one with the trip, like to see my persona, my name, my brand on clothing, and people want to wear it. That is something that is crazy to see, Zach. And just imagine, man, I got some ideas and I got a vision to continue to keep that community oriented mindset going forward, even with our merch, you know, cups, mouse pads, pens, headbands, hats, all of that. I got some ideas that's going to incorporate some of our consistent supporters. And just imagine having a t-shirt with piano keys on it for Piano Man. You know, you want to with Piano Man saying on there, or having a t-shirt with Zach, the voice of the AAA community. A theme shirt with Zach on there. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of community and type of brand we're trying to build here, because it ain't just about me. I don't make this channel. It's my face, but I don't make this channel. Your community is what make this channel, and Zach, you're a big part of what makes this channel what it is. And man, I appreciate you, brother. And as always, thank you for calling in, bro. What's up, Zach?
I was going to say anytime. Oh, and before I get off, if you need help setting up, let me know. My dad already told me that if you need me to come help you, he'll drop me off, and that way I can help you set up and everything, and get everything situated for our side of the tailgate party.
Oh yeah. And look, I already told everybody, Coach Smook Network and our team that's going to be setting up, and we don't have a lot to set up, thank God, but we do want to be available to help the hosting team, whatever they have extra. They have the staff, but just being there and being available would mean a lot, go a long way with building that business relationship, right? And also just allowing us to do to be able to make contact with these people in the future. You know, I think we're setting ourselves up for a lot of success. So so going forward, man, again, Zach, I appreciate you offering everything, man. And we're going to talk today before the day over with. I got a lot of business stuff to handle here. Well, I appreciate you, Zach. And you the second call on the fourth quarter calling segment. I got a time for one more call, man. So I'm going to let you off, man. Anything you want to say to the people before you get up out of here?
Roll Tide, AAA family.
Roll Tide, Zach, the voice of the AAA family, man. Appreciate you, Zach. Last caller. Come on, last caller. We got room for one more. I'm going to hold the phone line for another 2 minutes. Another 2 minutes. And then you got exactly 8 minutes from the phone call from the phone call being answered. You got 8 minutes. And then we got to close out the show. We coming up on our time. So 2 minutes. 334-625-1121. Again, that's 334-625-1121. 11:21. We got time for one more call in. Fourth quarter call in segment. Brought to you by the AAA family. This stream is powered by the AAA family. Shout out to the co-sponsors of this stream, B. Sullivan and B. Thomas. My guy, Brett Sullivan, and my brother, Bino Thomas, man. 2 longtime supporters of Coach Smook. Not just Coach Smook Network, but Coach Smook. These guys been following me for a while, man. Always been in the background, quietly supporting, loudly supporting. However, they just been solid since day one, since I met them. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Let me see what we got. Okay, I thought I had somebody calling in. But yeah, check out the final practice clips from yesterday. And today we're gonna run them B-roll style to kind of close out today's show. If y'all enjoyed today's show, can y'all please put some fire emojis in the chat? Put some fire emojis in the chat for you, boy. And I thank my boy Dwight. Dwight, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the Discord. Okay, we got actual rankings. Dwight, my boy, coming in with the rankings. Let me see. Dwight, can you provide that link for me? And I'm gonna send this other link to you too, so you can get this. And I think he just provided the updated college football rankings for 2024. If I'm not mistaken, updated August 20th. Okay, boom, we got it, y'all. We finally got it. So I'm gonna put this link. Hey, good job, Dwight. Dwight, my brother, appreciate you. That's the type of stuff we need. And you probably already had it in there. I'm just late. But and these are updated rankings. They just put them out today. And Alabama is coming in at number 5 on the AP poll. And we're going to share this tab. Hold on. Alabama's coming in at number 5 on the AP poll. Oh, this lit. I'm not going to lie. These official rankings, I don't have a complaint right now with the top 5. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I honestly don't have a complaint with the top 5. We're going to talk about this as we close out. And we'll probably have a phone call segment about it tonight when we have the show tonight. Appreciate all the flames in the chat. Appreciate all the flames in the chat. Antonio, Jordan, Shane. My boy Big B, that's Bernard, that's Zay. That's my little brother, y'all. Y'all gotta check out his fishing content. If you a fisher, he got some funny, he got comedic relief when it comes to fishing, and the boy can fish. That boy can fish. Uh-oh, you may call in next call-in segment. All right, Jordan. Don't tempt us with a good time now. Don't tempt us with a good time. And KT, you right. I am late. I'm sorry. I'm about to get it. And it's on the CBS website, Jordan Hunter. The rankings is on the CBS website, CBS Sports website. You go in, you type them. That's where you're gonna find them at. Yeah, y'all go check out my brother's YouTube channel, man. Go check him out. Hit him with a subscribe. Hit us with a subscription. He trying to grow his content. He used to do game content with me. You'll hear me, him, and Vaughn. Whenever we do get on Warzone together, us three will always play together. He part of my gaming squad when it comes to Warzone. The White in there too. But y'all check this out. We got the updated rankings, and I'm gonna full screen this. I'm gonna pull the banner down. We're gonna talk about this, and phone call segment is now over with. That way we don't go over our time. So we're gonna talk about the rankings, preseason rankings here first, and then we'll go ahead and close the show out. So as you can see, Michigan number 1, Washington number 2, Texas number 3, Georgia number 4, Alabama number 5. Number 6 is Oregon, tied with Florida State. I don't think Florida State deserves to be in the top 10 right now. Well, oh well. And that's just they went out and got DJ Uwangi-Wilele, whatever his name is. You just lost 3-4 games just by getting him and making him your starting quarterback, in my opinion. Missouri sitting at number 8, Ole Miss at number 9, Ohio State number 10. as they should be. And even when they start winning, when they go 11-0, they should, with that weak schedule, unless they blow Oregon out, they shouldn't get into the top 5. Ohio State, if you're gonna win the national championship this year, you're gonna win it as a number 6 seed, but number 6 ranked team, because that's what your schedule deserves. That trash schedule, that's what you deserve. I like Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is a little bit ahead than what they're getting credit for. Same with Missouri. I think, honestly, you look at the top 5 teams, you got 3 SEC teams. You could have had 4 up there. We know Washington lost a lot. Their offense is going to be totally different. They lost all of their production, all of their quality production on the offensive side. That is not going to pan out good for Washington. How they adjust in being in this new conference is going to be a tell-all early. Michigan, rightfully so, still at number 1, the defending national champs. They lost a few pieces. But they didn't lose it all. They're going to have some quality guys come back. Who else? LSU at number 12, Penn State at number 13, which I feel like is overrated. Penn State is way overrated. Notre Dame, 14, right where they should be. You know, that's respectable. They're always going to be overhyped, but I'm glad to see they're not in the top 10. Oh, you could have been pushed up a little bit more. Tennessee, right where they need to be. Liberty at 25, disrespectful. I think Liberty is definitely above Clemson, Louisville, SMU, Kansas, the way they finished last year, and they haven't slowed down with the portal. Liberty, they attacked the portal too. You had a lot of guys leave Liberty, but you had a lot of guys show up to Liberty. So I like these preseason rankings. You said you surprised me too. I'm surprised that they're low. They're low also. I expected the media to give them all this extra hype like they usually have. But I'm glad to see that the media is kind of waking up. And I wish Ebony Carter was here to hear us talking trash about her. Oh my God, I don't even know why she keep claiming them. You Alabama fan now. Let that losing mentality go. Let that losing culture go. That underperforming, that underachieving culture go. Washington is way too high. Yeah. Washington is way too high. And yeah, Sean, I didn't mean to click on that. Well, yeah. Here we are, y'all. That's the preseason rankings. I'm not too that's not too shabby to have the official rankings out. And then also right here, what we got here is they got the week 1 games. We could start doing week 1 predictions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a college pick 'em every week too. I'm going to have a staff. We're going to pick the top 5 games. And when you enter, it'll be part of the Facebook group. We'll do our own college pick'em link from ESPN, and the winner at the end of the season will receive some type of prize. We don't know what it's going to be yet. Maybe it's a ticket to the tailgate, the next tailgate party, or we looking to get some contributions into where we're going to have multiple opportunities to give back to our community. So if we stumble up on game tickets or something like that, maybe we'll be giving a game ticket away to a certain game, SEC championship, travel with Coach Smook and the team. You know, that's what we're trying to work towards, and we can grow like that. It's based off of you all's support and how you help us gain exposure. We're going to handle the hard stuff on the back end. Y'all just continue to do what y'all do. But with that being said, a few announcements before we get out of here, y'all. The Coach Smook call-in show is brought to you by the AAA family. Thank you all for the co-sponsors, B. Sullivan and Bino Thomas. Thank you all for your contributions today with your super chats. We had B. Sullivan come through with $9.99 super chat. Then we had my guy Bino come through with the $10 super chat. And then we had my boy Jordan Hunter become a member of the YouTube channel. Appreciate your support, Jordan. And then also, don't forget to check out our merch, man. If you type in !merch in the YouTube chat, it will bring the link up for you to go and check out our merch lineup that we have. The red letter lineup. We have the merch out right now. It's available for order, shipping, and everything. Everything is handled for you. You just go in there, make the order, make the payment, and you'll see it'll send you a receipt and all that stuff. Everybody for the t-shirts for the tailgate party. Be on the lookout in your emails for your t-shirt sizes. We have our t-shirts. They're going to start being made in production next week. So if you purchase a ticket, the $60 tickets, I need to know. The $80 tickets, I will know who you are so that I can make sure that you get the right size. And the custom, the $80 tickets will be, and I think I'm still talking to my printer lady. I think we will be able to do names on the back. Your name on the back. And the number on the back will be it'll be the apostrophe 2024. I mean 24. Apostrophe 24. That's the number that we'll have for the tailgate party. And yeah, it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe. So I appreciate y'all for supporting. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on all platforms at Coach Smook on all platforms. We're getting active, y'all. It's the fall. Be on the lookout for your membership videos, all your members videos. We're gonna put out some things that's gonna be for y'all early, and then they'll be released to the public. So all my members, take advantage of getting some of this information early, like post-practice reports. I plan on putting that in members only videos. So be ready for that. Be ready for that. And yes, Kimberly's closing out with the comment of the day. Let me give you a horn for this, Kimberly. I really want you to say what you really feel, Kimberly. What you really feel about Alabama, not just the top 14, but what you really feel. But Kimberly, you get the comment of the day. Kimberly's coming through saying Alabama going to be a top 14 in the next season. I am 100% with you, Kimberly. I think more than anything, Alabama will win the SEC, and we will be playing for a national championship this year. Don't forget, if you want to support via Cash App, you could check us out at the Coach Smook Network. Hit us up, $ Coach Smook Network, right? Then if you want to support us in the Discord link is here. / Discord in the chat. Become a member of the AAA family by going to this link and signing up. Monetary donation to get you a full-time member of the channel. You'll be privy to all of everything that's being put out for content and information with Coach Smook Network and behind the scenes work. So with that being said, y'all, I just want to say thank y'all for supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I am Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, AAA family. Y'all do it the best. Keep supporting. I love y'all. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch y'all on a later one. Roll Tide.